And hello there. We're we're here. We're ready to go for the Dolphins stream tonight. Today, 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, we're here. I think that's all I gotta really say. Cincinnati Bengals, Miami Dolphins. Both teams eliminated from the playoffs. Surprisingly, the Dolphins lasted at least a day longer. I think that is nice. It's really stupid. Really stupid. What's also funny is the Dolphins lasted longer than the Kansas City Chiefs as well. Rip Mahomes, Nico kneecap. Yeah, so that's the lovely start of all this. First and foremost, I think as everybody already knows, as I finished getting everything set up right here, the Miami Dolphins are going to be starting Quinn Ewers today. It's not going to be the Tua Tagovailoa show. There's not going to be Tua Tagovailoa. It's going to be Quinn Ewers today. It's a good thing, kind of. And here comes the AI Coca-Cola commercial that they said, "Oh God, I can never watch this thing seriously because of what Coca-Cola literally fucking said about this video, about it being all real shots and shit, and then like a whole crew." I'm gonna ignore that. But Quinn Ewers is starting today against arguably one of the worst defenses in the league this year, which is a good thing. It's time to evaluate the young guys in this organization. We're getting to see some of the younger guys. Theo Weiss Jr. is been brought up to play in this game. Hoping to see some more Ethan Bonner. Now that Minka Fitzpatrick's not going to be playing. Players scooting around a little bit, getting to see more people, getting some more evaluations done. The season's over. Time to evaluate the young talent. So when it comes to me and the whole drama between the quarterback room for the Dolphins being like, Tua's mad, Wilson's mad, Ewers is excited, and all the fans and the media are like shitting all over Quinn Ewers and the fucking decision to bench Tua. The season's over. It's very likely the Dolphins might try to move on from Tua. It's about time for them to see what they have in Quinn Ewers. You have a 7th round rookie. You already have Zach Wilson, probably going to come back for another season, probably. Let's be fair, if they get rid of Tua. And you kind of know what you have in those two quarterbacks. You don't have any information on Ewers, so it's about time to see what you have in Quinn Ewers. So I think it's a lot of overblown bullshit when it comes to like the fans and the media, when it's coming to just either praising or hating Tua right now. It's really more going to be on trying to get some evaluation on how Quinn Ewers is as a quarterback. And to be honest, it's a good start to go up against a really, really bad defense like the Bengals. It's going to be more of a challenge when it comes to, say, the Bucs and the Patriots in the next 2 weeks, which I think is where they're really going to get the evaluation started on Quinn Ewers. I doubt they're going to put him out for 1 week and then sit him for the rest of the season again. I highly doubt that. There's no point in putting Tua in. The season's over. You're already done. You already kind of see what Tua can do at the moment. We kind of know what Zach Wilson, like I said, can do. It's just time for evaluation. So if somebody's going to come and tell you that this is a bad decision, we should not start. We should keep going with fucking Tua. Tua is the best chance they'll win. That's not the point. Anyone who says that is the point, I will say, is coming from a very bad perspective at this point. You gotta see what you have, because at the end of the day, at the end of the season, things are gonna change and they're gonna go a completely different route. They're gonna probably go with a different quarterback, if anything. They gotta see what they have before they go in the offseason, see if they can get a quarterback from another team, get a free agent, or if they're gonna draft somebody in the draft. I think it's a good time right now just to put Ewers in, and they're gonna do it, which I'm kind of happy for. What is she? As no one talks to me all day, and then I get a text message about something now as soon as I start to stream. Give me one moment. I'm gonna go over to my mini fridge. I'm gonna get my drink. I'm also not gonna do a score prediction because it's over, but I will say they are in the throwbacks. I'm kind of excited about that. I also have something to say about this drink. This is kind of crazy. Oh, Didi can go wild. She's there. Nice. It looks like the Dolphins are kicking it off, I think, possibly. But first and foremost, before the game starts, This was not planned. This is not sponsored. There's nothing going on here. I found this at my local gas station. This is kind of crazy. It is Sweet Bamboo Pepsi from China. My a local gas station has Chinese sodas and Chinese and Japanese snacks in it. It's like a normal gas station, just like they have like freaking Chinese Pepsi and Chinese. I have a Chinese strawberry Coca-Cola in the fridge too, but I kind of want to try this. But the Dolphins are kicking the ball off to the Bengals, and the Bengals are running it. I'm going to try this in just a moment. And there we go. We have it stopped right there. Let me turn up the volume just a little bit. Like I said, I'm going to try this. This is apparently, based on translation app, like Shangxi green bamboo. I don't know. It smells like a Pepsi, to be honest. So it's just like, it just smells like Pepsi. It just tastes like flat Pepsi. It just tastes like flat Pepsi. I'm getting hyped because it's some random generic flavor. It generally just tastes like flat Pepsi with a little bit of with like a little bit of a weird flavor to it. A little bit fresh too. A little bit fresh flavor. I don't know. I don't know why I'm like reacting to like a Chinese Pepsi, but oh, there it is. There's a little bit of aspartame taste at the end. A little bit of aspartame taste. Does it have aspartame? By the way, I can't read it. High fructose corn syrup, food additives, sucralose. Oh, I knew I could taste it. It's got sucralose in here, so it's sugar free. Lemon. That's nice. Shelf life is 9 months, dude. What? Crazy. I could taste this. I could taste the fake sugar. All right, it's 3rd and 8 for the Bengals. The Bengals are passing again. Joe Burrow's getting wide open to, I think, Chase. And it's a first down for the Bengals. For the Bengals. I'm going over to him in just a minute. Let me get my phone up and go over to my dude real quick, just so I can give him some love and affection as well. Bungles Day. They're going again. They're passing off to the running back and going up to the little bit on the left side, getting to about the 42 line. Or actually, no, that's probably more like 39. I'm kind of missing everything. I'm still trying to think if this has any other taste. It's like I said, it's weird. It's supposed to be like sweet bamboo, like green bamboo flavored, but it just kind of, unless it's like really old, it just 25/03/13. I don't know. This might be actually bad. Might be bad. That might be why. I don't know. It's weird. Deep pass and overthrown. I wonder if Mike Gesicki's gonna get the play. Again, it's so weird. I want to try it again. I think drinking it a bit more, I can kind of taste it a little bit more. Just have like a little bit of that taste to it. It's definitely tasting a little bit different. It definitely isn't like a flat Pepsi. It's definitely a little bit more different kind of flavor. But I can still, the aftertaste of sucralose is in there. All right, passing attempt for Burrow again and sacked. Zach Sealer again. Zach Sealer, the sack sealer. He's doing really good this season. I feel bad because it's just, you know, because I just feel bad because he's on a team that's not in the playoffs again. I think. You say that? I think. And here we go. Quinn Ewers. Where are my buttons? Oh, there's all my buttons. There's my buttons. Quinn Ewers time, baby. We're finally going to see what Quinn Ewers can do, which is going to be interesting. But back to the soda. Like I said, it's weird. Oh, well, it says yuzu citrus on the back. Translation is like green. Is it green bamboo? I'm assuming it's like bamboo fruit, really. So yuzu citrus, I'm assuming it is. But I'm pretty sure that's sucralose, not sucrose, right there. And like I can barely read the sticker on here. The sticker's like all jacked up, dude. It's super tiny writing. But like I said, I can't read any of it. But it might be technically bad. If I go by this 3/13/25, I would assume this thing is bad by several months. And if I would have noticed that, I could have like been like, "Hey, this Chinese Pepsi is bad." Again, I don't know why I got a Chinese Pepsi. I should probably stop drinking it. If it actually has been bad since March, I should probably stop drinking this. But yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. I think I'm going to actually stop drinking it because, like, one, it is very, very flat. And two, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's fucking bad. I'm going to get sick. But yeah, I'm going to stop drinking this. I have backups. This one's also, I think, bad. I think this one's also bad. I think this is also a bad soda. It's also Chinese. It might not be Chinese. It might actually be how do I say this without getting in trouble? It's the nation that technically isn't called a nation by a certain group of people, and it starts with the letter T. Hand off to HN, but it's apparently this one was a product of Taiwan. So I don't know. It comes up as simplified Chinese, so but it's a strawberry Coca-Cola from China. It's also bad. I don't know. I found this at a gas station. A local gas station. It was weird. I wanted to try it. So I tried the other one, the bamboo citrus, and it was bad. Alright. Screen pass by instant. I'm not even all the way open and instantly I already smell strawberry. Oh, it's very strawberry. It's very, very strawberry. That's a very strong strawberry smell. Edible essence. It's got edible essence to it. What the fuck? Edible essence. Alright, it's 3rd and 6. It was a run and a screen pass. Oh, wow. Ewers running. Ewers passing. First down, Waller. That was a big boy, adult level play by Ewers. And I'm just... This tastes like fresh strawberry. Like you eat the strawberry, you know? It tastes like fresh strawberries, which is kind of insane. It's also still kind of flat, but not as flat as the Pepsi. The Pepsi was really flat, but but it's got that deep flavor, like in the back of your mouth. You taste like the grassy green of like the straw, like at the back of the strawberry. Oh, end around Achan to Jalen Wright. Jalen Wright. Oh, and then it might have been a horse collar. Getting about 5 yards. But it was kind of a good play because Achan was technically running towards a wall of defensive players on that left side of the field. So coming back, 2nd and 6 right now. If it wasn't so flat, if it wasn't bad, as in this went bad on 8-12 or 12-8 or 8-12. Achan running up the middle and getting close to a first down. Actually, no, not even that close. He got shorted by freaking a big man. A big man. But no, if this was not technically bad, as in it's expired bad, by like 4 months expired, it might actually taste really good. It might actually be really, really good. But I'd have to go back and try to find one that is not expired. Because it's actually kind of good. And that run went nowhere. Yeah, I'm probably gonna, like I said, I'm gonna probably stop drinking it. Mostly because, like I said, it's out of date by several months. And that's not very good. What is also interesting, though, is, like, they have, like, rip tab right here. Like, a rip tab, so, like, you can rip off this backing. I mean, this coat right here, so then you can be able to recycle it, probably. Recycle both differently. That's kind of neat. But it's got a fresh flavor to it. It's just, it's expired, and it's mostly flat. Like, I'm sorry, but I kind of feel bad because I was more excited and I was rushing. It was yesterday. I was doing my Christmas shopping. I was rushing, and this thing just comes out and it's flat. But I'm assuming it is because them shipping it in and whatnot, and them just not really caring. I can't do anything about it, but you know, it says shelf life 12 months, but it's flat. You know, it's flat. It's not fresh. I wonder because the Pepsi one was bad back in March. Like, it was good up until March. So that one was really flat. That's why I stopped drinking this one. This one was bad and went bad in August. August. So I wonder what these actually would taste like if they were fresh, as in, like, they were not flat and / expired, because this is still very flat. Like, even for some Japanese sodas, this one's really flat. Like, I had a Japanese Coca-Cola a few months ago, and it was fresh. It was a fresh Coca-Cola, and it was what was it? It wasn't strawberry. It was a different. It was fucking, what fruit was it? Was a different fruit. Durian. It was a durian fruit. And it was so good. It was like sharp and bubbly and like sugary. It tasted great. This just it's flat. It's flat. It sat too long. I'm gonna get rid of that one and just go tried and true. Just tried and true. Just a normal Mountain Dew. Fuck it. I wanna like it. I wanna like those, but like I said, those things are dead. Like, dead. Like, I know this is fresh. Like, I can see it. February 23rd to 26th. That's a good one. That one's fresh. That one's gonna still be bubbly. Those other ones, I'm gonna try again at some point. Again, this is kind of like, I shouldn't be trying random Chinese sodas on a Dolphin stream, but thought it was gonna be funny. Thought it was gonna be fun. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that tastes a lot better. That's good. It's just a Baja Blast. Our Joe Burrow is starting about at the 9-yard line with the Bengals offense. Bengal dropping back. Bengals going for a deep pass. Nice deep pass and catch. First down for Higgins. Yeah, Jack Jones got burnt on that one. That was never a good one for Jack Jones. You gotta work harder. T. Higgins just will get up there and get the ball, dude. You gotta try a lot harder than just like staying on the ground against him. And now Douglas is on him. Passing play again. Dump off to the running back. And then tackled about a yard short by Jack Jones and Dante Treader. Cook. 44-yard rushing to fuck. And first down Bengals. 2nd and 2. Nice rushing play. Both offenses and defenses are kind of like, going back and forth. It looks like the Bengals offense is doing better against the Dolphins defense. Watch the talk be that the Bengals having a bad defense just magically fucking works now. All right, pass play for Burrow, play action. Chase getting to about a first down mark. Dolphins defense playing like absolute poop right off the bat. Who's gonna be giving the today upload? I know. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. James Cook getting a 44-yard rushing touchdown on the Browns. And just basically breaks through the entire defense, breaking through like 4 tackles. Holy shit. Damn. Alright, Bengals are in Dolphins territory right now. About the 39-yard line. Actually, no, the 34-yard line. Another rush up the middle, getting about 4 yards. Brown. Chase, Burrow, and Higgins. Awesome. Awesome. That would be funny. It wouldn't be funny if Tennessee beats KC. I know Mahomes isn't there, but it'd still be funny. Alright, Burrow going for another passing play. Dumped off into the middle, first down, and then some. Chase getting within the 10-yard line. Dolphins are just not doing anything defensively. Well, I love how the Dolphins defense is just like playing absolutely far off again, giving wide open passing lanes. Not doing too bad with the rushing, like stopping the run, but now it's 1st and goal, and the Dolphins defense, their secondary is not, doing anything. They're staying wide open right now. Pass play again, throw it up in the ball, and touchdown. Yeah, they moved the ball. Moved the ball all right. Jack Jones needs to go at this point. That is like the 3rd play on this drive that Jack Jones basically gave up on the Dolphins. Mike Evans with a 1-yard touchdown reception. Oh, I was supposed to be that way. I always forget about the possession count, the possession clock. But yeah, yeah, Dolphins doing Dolphins. Dolphins pulling Dolphins. Oh, nutcrackers. Time for Elskare? Yeah, Dolphins are starting off pretty bad. But I'm not, like, it's a defensive play. Jack Jones is not playing very well either. Let me check that real quick. Oh, it's the new SpongeBob movie. Shut for the SquarePants. Oh man, he didn't say the F word. Thank you, Santa. City. What? Dicks. Casey, meet my Marshall. This is my Marshall. Marshall, meet the Casey. Casey, this is the Marshalls. Marshall, Casey. Casey, Marshall. You're a protector because you're the Marshalls. New series, The Marshalls on CBS. I wonder how CBS is gonna make that show super lame and redundant and dumb. I don't know. I haven't seen that guy in a fucking long time. Holy sh! He's gonna be on Survivor? He's gonna die. He's an actor that I've not seen in a very long time. Like, a very long time. I like how I started the stream drinking like two different Chinese sodas that were absolutely flat and just out of date without even knowing about it. And then just like, paying money for those things and then drinking them and then actually thinking they're not too bad except for the taste of being flat and not very good because they're, bad. All right, Dolphins getting the ball next. Can the Dolphins with Quinn Ewers actually get going again? All right, Dolphins got the ball when it comes to Malik Washington getting a little bit. All right, Tua's on the sideline watching everything now. Can the Dolphins do it today? All right, I'm hoping they start giving Quinn Ewers more time to do it, call better plays. You gotta have to run the offense a little bit differently with Quinn Ewers. Quinn Ewers is a different style of quarterback than Tua Tagovailoa. All right, empty backfield for Quinn Ewers. Never mind. Achane's back there. Faked it. Pass. First down, Quinn Ewers. Waddle getting that first down. Yeah, no, it's been very, very poor. Yeah, his stats definitely dipped. At least on his previous 5 year average. It's just the stats went down massively. All right, Achan in the backfield. Dump off to Achan. Achan getting maybe 2 yards, maybe just a yard. What's gonna be kind of annoying is going into this. You see statistically the Bengals have had a pretty bad defense. Watch how when they go up against the Dolphins, they become like an elite playoff caliber defense because that's what happens. It's kind of silly, but it happens all the time. All right, 2nd and 9. Come on. All right. Achane in the backfield again. Another pass off to Achane. Achane missing a tackle. Achane dodging another one. Achane first down, and Achane gone. Achane gone. Touchdown, Devon Achane. 48-yard touchdown run by Devon Achane. That was nice. He dipped one tackle, dipped a second, and it looks like I think he dipped a third tackle to get all the way down the field for a touchdown from about the 50-yard line. Yep, one, juke two, and missed a third tackle. He was gone. Doesn't matter. He was gone. Tie game. 7 apiece. Achane tying it up right off the bat. There we go, baby. There we go, baby. Dolphins, Bengals, even at 7. Hell yeah. It would be nice to make Pip right here do the waddle dance again, but it's not gonna happen, man. We're not gonna have that going on today. Yeah, it's a good run, dude. I think it's good. I think it's gonna be good. Undocumented munchkins? What? I'm kind of confused. I think they said undocumented munchkins, and I'm like, what? What does that have to do anything with like Dunkin' Donut Munchkin donuts? I'm the Tran H-Han. ExperienceHomes.com. Now you can Airbnb more homes than Airbnb. That's a lovely way of saying things. Jeebus. The surface on all of it is kind of crazy. I'm very confused. I'm very confused already. But I'm not mad. Okay, jewelers. Alright, I gotta be real about something real quick. If my parents come home with a dog right now for Christmas, I might lose just a little bit. I'm not gonna lie about that. They come home with a dog right now. God. No, I thought I heard something, but yeah, no, it'd be weird. That's apparently the plan, to get my mother a dog. So if my mom comes home with a dog right now, it'd be a bit strange, you know. I gotta say. I wouldn't doubt it because she's been talking about getting another big dog again because we haven't had a big dog in a couple months now since Cody passed away. And with Mask, like, at the door himself, because he's an 18-year-old Chihuahua that now is having a lot of issue moving himself. She's really wanting a big Doge. Or a puppy. I don't know. She's being weird. That's like literally the only thing my mom wants for Christmas is just a dog. Which is not my call to make, not my money to spend and waste, but I will most likely be taking care of the dog. And if we do get another dog, the dog will be on channel once in a while. Special teams. There's gonna be a problem for a minute there. Yeah, Aaron Brewer and Cedric Wilson were definitely doing great jobs. Cedric Wilson is, not gonna lie, low-key putting out a good year while not catching any balls, if you know what I mean. Chase going nowhere, got the catch, but was behind by 2 yards. Lost about 2 yards on that one. Okay, so they give him 11. Second 11, but Cedric Wilson hasn't been catching any balls, but he's been playing really good when it comes to the run blocking scheme that the Dolphins have been running. That last run play that they were showing H.A.N. getting that touchdown on, he was doing a really good job on making sure that H.A.N. was going to be getting his blocks and getting him down the field. It's kind of nice right now. I think, if anything, other teams are going to look at Cedric Wilson's tape of him, in the run blocking scheme and probably trying to pick him up more for that than his pass catching and running ability. I think he's just looking a lot better in the blocking scheme right now, specifically for the Dolphins, because they're not actually throwing the ball his way. Right now, it's definitely Waddle, Waller, H.A.N., and then if anything, Taj Washington are like the top four that they're throwing to, other than Jalen Wright and Ollie Gordon once in a while when they're in there. I haven't seen a single ball go Cedric Wilson's way except for when it comes to blocking for the run, and then H.A.N. or H.A.N. or Wright kind of go his way because he's doing a really good job blocking. 4th and 2nd. Go do it. Go for it. Dolphins have the worst ranked 4th down defense. Just go for it. They're going to go for it. They're going to go for it. The Dolphins have only stopped 1 4th down conversion. I have to bring that up every single fucking game. Fourth and 2. They probably will get this. Watch. Watch this. They're going to get it. Watch this. They're going to get it. I will lose my shit. Nope. Okay, okay. Nope, they didn't run a play. They got a flag. Delay of game. It's kind of smart, but it's also not smart. If you're going up against the Dolphins defense, you should know that they're pretty dang good on 3rd down defense. If I remember correctly, they're like top 15 in the league when it comes to 3rd down defense. I don't remember where, but they are. But when it comes to 4th down defense, I think, if I remember correctly, their 4th down defense is 32nd in the league. If there was any other team, they probably would also be worse than them. Like, I think they're worse on 4th down than any high school or college football team. I got to say, their 4th down defense sucks ass. So I'm kind of surprised that they didn't even attempt to do it. 4th and 2, you would have gotten that on the Dolphins. 4th and 5, you probably could have gotten it on the Dolphins. Even if you ran the ball, 4th and 5, running the ball, you probably would have got that. You would have had a higher chance of getting that than getting a 4th and 2, a 3rd and 2 on the Dolphins. That's what's fucking crazy. Dolphins 4th down defense is bad. That's all I can say. I keep harping on that, but it's the truth. It's really bad. Super bad. Right, Pip? Right. Oh, sugar cookies. Oh, sugar cookies. Are not my favorite. I don't really like sugar cookies. Not that much. They're okay, but they're not my favorite cookie. Not at all. Billy Bob Darton. T-Satellite has... T-Satellite? Oh, that's right, because they partnered up with Starlink. Oh, yeah. Yep. I forgot that T-Mobile now has connection to the Starlink satellites, so if you ever run out of T-Mobile service, like if you go somewhere where there's not a T-Mobile tower, you can still get service via the Starlink satellite system. Which is kind of cool, to be honest. So, like, if you're, like, anywhere in the world and you don't have T-Mobile service connection, you can still get connection via the Starlink system. Which is kind of cool. Because the Starlink system has actually been doing pretty good worldwide right now. It's been pretty good. Especially in most mobile phone dead zones. If you have connection to it or have access to it, a lot of people are getting a lot of good connection elsewhere in the world right now. How good is it as a mobile phone service brand? I don't know. I do know it's pretty good for internet service. I don't know how good it is for phone calls and whatnot. But you can still send text messages and emails and whatnot that way. So if you ever get lost and you have a T-Mobile phone, you're probably going to be fine. You'll probably be like me with Verizon. I'll probably get lost and be like, damn it, I can't use my service. And my buddy right there with T-Mobile is like, don't worry, I got you. I got you. Don't worry, let's go. Punt in. Bengals punt the ball away. And then we have the ball again. Fair catch. Yours. Go on, give us yours. Give us yours. Like I said, it's good for Ewers. Oh, there's Theo Weiss. Oh, there's Weiss. I saw him. He was brought up from the practice squad this week. I'm kind of excited to see him go. He was in the preseason and in offseason. He was actually really, really fast. Is that Joe Flacco? Was that Joe Flacco? Was that Joe Flacco on the Bengals sideline? Oh, Joe Flacco. How old is Joe Flacco again? I fucking don't. Oh, God. Joe Flacco. I think he's like... Is he like 39 or 40? He's been in the league He's been in the league a while. Not as long as Phillip Rivers, though. Run play for HN about like 3 to 4 yards. I gotta look. I gotta find out. I gotta know. He is 40. He talked a lot of trash. That makes sense. All right. Pass play for Quinn Ewers. Quinn Ewers with a deep pass and overthrow Jalen Waddle. But Jalen Waddle did kind of bump right into the defender. It's 3rd and 6. Oh, wait, what? It's 3rd and 6. Oh, yeah, they run play. That would have been a great pass, but it looked like from what it was showing, like Waddle basically bumped into the Bengal defender and basically stopped the play from happening. Which technically could be pass interference, but whatever. All right, another pass play for Quinn Ewers. Quinn Ewers throwing. Darren Waller, first down. Darren Waller will not be denied on that first down throw. I guarantee Waller will not fucking retire again. He's probably going to go for another season. Based on this, he is showing up, dude. He's going to, like, after this season with the Dolphins, he's going to go to a playoff caliber team to try to win a ring. He looks good right now. All right. Faked. Quinn Ewers passing. Pass off. Is that the Oise for a first down? No, that's Cedric Wilson for a first down. Nice play. Ewers looking confident right now. Quinn Ewers is looking confident. All right. Another play action pass. Dump off to Waddle. Waddle running. Waddle getting about 1 yard. Ooh. So he went to sleep when he got back. Got a text message from Daryl Bevel the next morning, and then to come in. And as soon as he got in the room, he kind of noticed the playbook was, set up differently. So that's how he figured it out. Another run for H. Oh, that's right this time. I'm losing it. I'm not paying half attention I should be. But that's kind of an interesting way to be told, hey, Ewers, you're going to be starting it this week. Wake up, text messages come in, find out the playbook looks different. That's nice. All right, it's 3rd and 7. Can the Dolphins do this today? All right, another pass play. Staying in the pocket confident and just missing of Jalen Waddle. Oh, yeah. He was very confident in that pass rush. Like, I don't think that was a full-on bad pass. Right out of the backfield. All right, I'm going to take a quick PP break. But so far, Ewers hasn't looked too bad. He's been looking a bit, somewhat confident, actually. Making some big boy throws here and there. Sure, he's not hitting Waddle right now as much, and he's missed a couple throws. But that's to be expected, regardless. He's playing against a defense that's kind of forgiving on that, so that's also kind of good. I'm not gonna put. He's actually standing in the pocket, looking kind of confident. Like if that was on that last pass play, if that was Tua, he would have started running and he would have started trying to dodge and move and prevent himself from getting hit. But it looked like Quinn Ewers was very confident in the protection from his offensive linemen to keep them off of him, to be able to step up just a little bit and make the throw as they went past. He looks confident, and I kind of like that. Let me give him a moment. I'm going to be here real quick. Oh, hair. Blech. I had to pee. I had to pee. Sometimes that happens where you're just like, I gotta pee, so you just get up and you go. That's fine right there, I think. I'm pretty fine with that. Oh, yeah. I would love to go just the base camp of Everest. Like, I don't care to climb Everest, but, like, it'd be kind of cool to at least go to base camp. But then again, Everest is expensive. Like, you're talking about $20,000 to $40,000 just to go to Everest like that. It is insanely expensive to go. Like, you're spending a lot of fucking money to go to Everest, and I do not have that kind of money just to spend on going to Mount Everest. And right off the bat, false start, but it was really fucking quick. False start! I need more hair ties. Dalton Reisner with the big beard. With the big beard. Alright. Let's see if the Dolphins defense can actually start playing better again. Providing some pressure. Joe Burrow running it. And slips. Get about 5 yards on a quarterback run. There's been a lot of frustration with everybody. Casey and Tennessee are still tied at 0 in the second quarter, and I kind of want to know what's going on there. New York and New Orleans are both tied at 6 apiece. Tampa Bay is up 7-3 over Carolina. Minnesota is tied with the Giants 3-3. That's kind of crazy. Dallas beating the Chargers 10-7 right now. And Buffalo's 13-7 over Cleveland Browns. That's nice. They tied right now. Okay. Third and second. I like this right now. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Here we go. All right, third and second. Dolphins looking like they might be rushing a little bit. A bit of a false rush. Deep pass, wide open. First down, Bengals. Again, the Dolphins are playing a bit badly on defense. Let's see how far off that was. Like, I think they're starting to play a little bit more on zone. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's man on that one. Yeah, no, that's not very great. That's not something the Dolphins constantly do. They basically they're just like not playing together properly defensively in the secondary. And a run that almost went for first. Dolphins are being bad again. Just put in Ethan Bonner. Ethan Bonner. It'd be nice for Bonner to get in there and get some work done, you know? All right, second and second. Bengals in Dolphins territory. Joe Burrow going to throw. And dump off to Pirine. Getting the first down and then some. Oh, he's got a fucking massive bushy beard. Holy crap, Pirine. Getting back into some comfortable sitting positions. LA has come back with a touchdown, 14-10 over the freaking Dallas Cowgirls that got eliminated yesterday. I think yesterday. Actually, yeah, I think it was yesterday. Tennessee's got a safety. It's 2 points for Tennessee right now. What? I'm going to have to find that one. And Burrow had to throw the ball at the ground. He was getting a complete rush right into his face. Came in really good. He came in really good on Burrow's face. 2nd and 10. Tennessee, I gotta find out what happened there. Let me find it. I gotta find it. All right, another pass play. First down, Mike Gesicki. The Dolphins' defense is playing absolutely off and bad. Oh, it was the running back. Okay. It was Jeffrey Simmons stopping the running back in the end zone and tackling him inside the end zone for safety. That's okay. That makes more sense. That makes sense. Chase getting maybe a yard. Jamar Chase was getting mad at that one. but he's been targeted several times today, and it's just looked really bad. He's looked really bad. All right, another pass play. Right up in there, and Joe Burrow missed and sacked regardless. Chop Robinson teaming up with Grant. Was that Rasul Douglas on the run in? Uninterrupted. Yep. Rasul Douglas came right in, pushed him out and around and up in there for Grant and Chop Robinson, teaming up together for that sack of Joe Burrow. 3rd and 13. Very easy for a team like the Bengals to actually get this right now. Just, you got to have one of their players get open, and then it's fine. All right, timeout taken. It's a fun time. It's a fun time. Dolphins 27. The Dolphins already have 2 sacks. That's not bad. All right, Burrow almost, and fudge that one up. All right, looks like the Bengals are about to do a field goal attempt. 4 to 5 yards should be pretty decent to do. Should be a pretty easy field goal. And donk, and it went in. Oh man, it boinked. It doinked. A little doinky doinky. A little doinky doinky. A little doinky doinky. A little doinky. A little doinky. Just a little doinky. Just a little bit of a doink doink. A little doinky on that one. My house. Done a little bit my dream. My house. Gotta keep it on the sheets. My house. There's that. Everything just seems good. Give it up for great insurance and financial services. Ever since he was gifted. Yep. Oh god, itchy. Oh, itchy, 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 itch. Add itch, 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 itch. Oh yeah, they definitely do. 100%. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, very lucky. Very, very lucky. Oh, yes. Sam's Club. 'Tis the season to be jolly. My head itches. Say yes to the Georgia Sam Club? Why do I want to say yes to the Georgia Sam's Club? Really? He's not doing too bad so far. Just a little bit. I bet it's been a crazy couple days for him. And now, Dolphins have the ball again. Malik Washington have a not bad return on that one. Quinn Ewers coming in again. He's not played too bad. He's looked kind of confident. All right. Pass to Achan. Achan getting maybe about 2 yards or 1 yard on that run. Yeah, and then the Dolphins come in, and it's just like now they're a top 5 defense. Yeah, they're supposed to be one of the worst defenses in the league. Like, total overall, the worst ranked defense. But against the Dolphins are going to make any team's defense look like a championship defense. Another play action pass. First down, Darren Waller. Another very confident in the pocket look from Quinn Ewers. Like I said, I think that's the one thing that I'm liking about him right now. He's looking very confident in the pocket, like standing firm in the pocket. He's not getting, he doesn't look like he's feeling rushed or anything like Tua usually would be. Would be moving around in the pocket a lot more, especially in the face of pressure coming in. Quinn Ewers is basically staying in there. Our rush by Achan for maybe 2 to 3 yards. That's not a bad idea to try to like do that. But that doesn't explain as to why their defense is so bad. But so far, like I said, Quinn Ewers is looking pretty confident. Like, first down again to Waddle, but might have been dropped, but then we got Ingold getting on the ball. But Quinn's looking very confident right now. Like, in the face of pressure, he's looking very confident. On that pass play, Tua would have tried to just start moving out of the way because he was getting a free man rushing in on his left side. Quinn Ewers just stayed right there and let the ball rip. That's kind of good. He looks more confident in the face of pressure than Tua usually does, which means that he's going to be able to get the ball out more accurately and down the field a bit better and be able to see the field better. Either that's just him being confident or he's not seeing it. Another pass play to Waddle. Waddle with a first down, and then some. Waddle to almost the 10-yard line. He's now starting to cook you out. I gotta say, like I said, this is all evaluation on Quinn Ewers. And an offside penalty on defense. But I'm not going to say anything about Quinn Ewers in total yet. This is game 1 of 3 for evaluation of Ewers. But right now, he's looking pretty confident in the pocket. He's looking pretty confident. And that's all I can say. He's looking confident. He's looking more ready to take the hit. He's not playing scared, it looks like. He's so far 9 for 11 and 106 passing yards. First and 10. He's starting to look very comfortable, like they're saying. But he looks confident. I think that's what needs to be said. He's looking confident. Hand off to Achan. Achan getting about 4-ish yards. 3 to 4. All right, 2nd and 7. Are they going to give him a touchdown pass this game? Or are they going to try to run it in with Achan? That's going to be a fun time. Let me get the mouse to the points right there. Okay. Achan in the backfield. Play action pass. Washington and around for a touchdown. Malik Washington for an end-around touchdown. Now, my question is that still technically going to be a run, or is that technically a pass? Because I know sometimes when you just dump the ball off, it sometimes counts as a pass. But that was a nice play, a fake to Achan up the middle, and then having Washington come all the way around on a sweep and getting that for a touchdown, baby. That is nice. And extra point is good. Extra point is good. Okay, it's considered a rushing touchdown. Okay. Like I said, I kind of don't always get it. Sometimes it's considered a pass. Sometimes it's considered a run. So on that, I never know. But they just said it's considered a touchdown run. A running touchdown. Or rushing touchdown. There you go. That's the right word. That's not bad. That's not bad. So that's 2 rushing touchdowns. No passing touchdowns yet. But Quinn Ewers, like I said, is looking confident. Like, I like the confidence. My phone right here is being stupid. My phone right here is also being stupid. Like I said, I'm trying, but my phones are both being stupid. When I'm trying to message my dude, Jorge, at Sports Night with Jorge, it's all being stupid. Yeah, he's just looking good. He looks confident. He looks a little cocky, a bit competent. The 3 C's. The 3 C's. Which is kind of good. I like that. And he doesn't have a touchdown pass yet. Doesn't have an interception just yet. But that's fine, I would say, for right now. I know everyone's wanting them to go in and get 3 touchdown passes and 500 passing yards, but I think him leading the offense confidently, staying in the pocket and taking the pressure unscaredly, and playing with some swagger, I think is the right thing for him. I think that's going to be the right way to do it. Like, I'm actually very, very impressed so far. I know, again, I'm not saying he is the greatest quarterback we've had in a while. I'm saying that at least so far in this evaluation of him, he's looking pretty good. I do like the way he's playing. I like the confidence he is displaying. That's all. That's all. On a nice special teams run. I'm probably gonna like be talking mostly about that during halftime, just like my first half impressions of Quinn Ewers. I think I'll be, if anything, I'm gonna be going like using the restroom and then doing like the first quarter or in the first half. Okay, yeah, we're about at the 2 minute warning actually. I'll probably do a PP break at the 2 minute warning. That's Gasicki. And we're at a 2 minute warning. Dolphins do get the ball to start the second half though. Alright, I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. I gotta pee. Never had a snack wrap. I'm devastated. Who's devastated about a snack wrap from McDonald's? I'm not. I don't like a McDonald's. McDonald's is not that good. No. Why would we care about McDonald's snack wrap? Oh my goodness. That's gonna be a lot to talk about at halftime. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. It's gonna be a lot to talk about. I got a lot to talk about on that one. Especially if the defense gives up another touchdown, I think it will be about it figures. They did have a really nice, special teams play. Which got them to a nice position. And then they're going to probably get past the Dolphins defense, because the Dolphins defense might not be, the worst in the league anymore, but, they've kind of regressed again. When did that game happen? Oh. 30th anniversary reunion specials. Got it. For Everybody Loves Raymond. That makes sense. Gotta get that ready. They're probably gonna get another touchdown. Quinn Ewers, like I said, I want to talk about it at halftime, but Quinn Ewers, I'm kind of impressed so far. Kind of. And first down, Bengals, Jamar Chase on that one. Buffalo up 20-10 over Cleveland. KC is up 3-2. I swear to God, if the game ends at 3-2, I will lose my shit. Another timeout. Dolphins are trying to get them to either score or get the ball back as soon as possible. That's going to be interesting. 1:49 left. Unless they just give up points right now or they stop them at the moment, I don't think the Dolphins should be wasting the timeouts, really. It's kind of silly. Just got here. Any update on how yours looking so far? At least for me, real quick, before the halftime chat. Confident, composed, competent. The 3 C's of quarterback play. He's looking pretty good so far, at least in the first half here. No touchdowns yet, but he's looking pretty confident, composed, and confident. He's definitely playing less scared than Tua usually plays. He's definitely staying inside the pocket more and not rushing. Oh, that was a drop pass by Chase and the clock stopped. But I'll go over it a lot more during halftime when I'm standing up in the halftime mode. But I'm kind of optimistic. I can say that. That was definitely Jamar Chase just not catching that. Second and 10. If the Dolphins stop them here, they have a chance at trying to get more points before the half, then coming out of the halftime with getting points. Almost intercepted. Jordan Brooks was going for that ball like a heat-seeking missile. I god dang swear. He was trying, dude. Jordan Brooks is having a great season. Third and 10. Third and 10. Dolphins could stop him right here. Clock stopped again. Stopped it from going to Gesicki. Gesicki would have caught that. If Brooks was not in the way, Gesicki would have had that. I guarantee it. Third and 10. Can the Dolphins stop him right here and prevent like a field goal attempt? Gesicki in the motion. Burrow almost sacked. Dump off. First down. Never mind. Sample's going. First down and then a lot. Dolphins gave that up. That was all Burrow and all Dolphins defense being absolute shit. Dang it. Sample had a great fucking blanket play for Joe Burrow in that one. Sealer just couldn't get it. And then sticky hands of Sample. His sticky white hands just stuck on that ball. Sticky white hands. Alright, pass off to the running back. Getting about 3 yards. Probably another. Oh, there's a flag. 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 Flag. Face mask, defense. Half distance to the goal. Automatic first down. Quentin Bell. Oh, you bring in Quentin Bell and then he does the face mask right off the bat. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's not good. That's not good. Alright. Alright. First and goal. 1:28 left. Rushing again. Touchdown. Bengals. Pirine. It does give the Dolphins a minute and two time, like at least a minute and two timeouts to try to get down the field for at least a field goal. Go to halftime, get some rest, evaluate, and then come out in the second half and get another score. Because they get the ball to start the second half today. We're going to be able to see a 2-minute drill with Quinn Ewers right now, which is going to be kind of interesting to see what they do. Like how they run a 2-minute offense with Quinn Ewers. I think that's going to be an interesting kind of a thing to see. It's not a game-winning kind of 2-minute drive, but it is a 2-minute before half, 2-minute drill. Let's see what they can do. I think that's going to be kind of fun to see how that goes. And we have another thing coming in here. It's likely your detergent that's causing your dishwasher to stop working properly. I need you to start using Cascade. If you use Cascade, Cascade won't stop doing anything wrong. Nope. Not all. Defense is doing bad. Yeah, defense is definitely doing bleh. Bleh. Bleh, 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 bleh. Oh, it's a Genesis commercial with the GV90. Nice. Cool. To be fair, when it comes to Genesis as a brand, I am not mad at Genesis or Hyundai. Hyundai had the Genesis Coupe, made the Genesis sedan under the Hyundai brand, Hyundai Genesis Coupe. Very good vehicles. And then they decided to spin off the Genesis name and culture to a brand on its own. So now that you have Hyundai, and then you have Genesis as like their Lexus is to Toyota. And they're actually doing really, really good. The brand is actually really nice. The cars are good. They're pretty quality. They can still be stolen with a USB, but that's besides the point. But they're actually kind of nice. The interiors are really good. The windows are good coming from a window tinter. They're actually pretty nice to tint. And, you know, they're just really good. And they're making fast vehicles, too. They got power, they got quality, and the new Magma line that they're coming out with, I gotta say, is pretty hot. I'm just saying. Genesis, I'm not mad. I was originally mad when Genesis split off from the Hyundai Genesis Coupe, which is a fantastic sports car. Oh my god, the baptism of fucking Bill's babies. Oh no. I'm talking about the car brand Genesis, and then all of a sudden, you know, Bills fans all over the country are just taking their newborn babies and putting them through fucking tables. Are you serious? Ugh. So Bills. Very much a Bills thing to do. Oh my goodness. Dolphins have a minute 24 so far. They have 2 timeouts. They could try to see, like I said, to get 80 more points before going to half because they start the second half with the ball. Ball is up. Dolphins have the ball. See how much time that waits right here. Eskridge running. Eskridge going. Eskridge getting a nice return as well. A minute 19 left. Now let's see the Dolphins offense in 2-minute drill with Quinn Ewers. Quinn Ewers. I still wonder, is Quinn short for something like Quinn Dondre or Gwyneth Paltrow? I want to know if Quinn's short for something. I probably will find out at some point. All right, Dolphins started on the 40-yard line. Quinn now moving. Quinn running. Quinn sliding forward. He jumps forward for about like 5 yards. That was the first time I seen Quinn Ewers get a little bit sketchy in the pocket. Ran for 5 yards. 1 minute left. Pass play, dumped off to the running back. The running back, Devon Achane, dodging and getting another 2 yards. They're probably going to do a timeout right now. Third and 1. Minnesota is up 13-3 on the Giants. Chargers are up 21-17 on Dallas. Buffalo is up 20-10 on the Cleveland Brownies. KC's up only by 3 points versus the Tennessee Titans 2. Jets losing 6-9 to New Orleans. Tampa Bay 10-6 over Carolina. It's not a bad day so far. Just very surprising that, you know, that the Chiefs are as bad as they are. And went nowhere, lost yardage. That was a bad play call. That was a bad play call. 4th and 5. You go instantly 3 and out right off the fucking bat. That is a very, very bad decision to go run. Well, actually, no, it was should have run play, a pass play, and then run. Okay, so that was not a very good set of calls. Yeah, no, that's kind of bad. That was not a very good play call set right there. That was kind of bad. Another punt. Not bad. A very good spot for the Bengals to start, really. Technically for the Dolphins. About the 4 to 5 yard line is where they're going to be starting. What even the hell was that? That was McDaniel at his best right there. Yep, 100% best at whatever the hell that play calling was. A run play. Chase Brown actually getting away from. He probably should have lost yardage on that one, but that did not. 2nd and 4. Sean Taylor is like. Zach Taylor's actually starting to leave. All right, that's going to be leaving in the first half. All right, I can take headphones off. We can go like this now. We can get the scene 2. Here we go. Now we're going into transition into halftime mode. Yes. Halftime mode activated. Just like this. There we go. We can stand up now. Oh, yes. Halftime mode activated. Put my phone right here on the didgeridoo. My phone on the didgeridoo. But now we're in halftime mode. Halftime mode. Here we go. Let me get this back up in the right location again, because sometimes I gotta have it like up a little bit higher. Have this thing up a little bit higher, so it's not pointed directly at my penis. That's not very good. That's not where you want a phone and a microphone. You don't want it at your penis level. No, you want it like at least belly button to like nipples. I'm just saying, it's a bit better that way. Oh my god. But first and foremost, it wasn't a bad first half. 17-14, Bengals in the lead. Dolphins kind of having some good plays and some bad plays here and there. But what we were all technically here to watch, instead of just, the Dolphins or the Bengals, is how Quinn Ewers played. And so far, at least for the first half, as I move my keyboard up, Quinn Ewers actually, I think, has been playing pretty good. I would not say he's been playing great. He hasn't had a touchdown yet. He's about 9 for 11 at the moment, or 10 for 12, or something like that at the moment. He's not doing too bad. He's got over 100 yards passing. Apparently the most passing yards for a Dolphins quarterback in the first half of a game in some couple weeks, apparently. That's not very good. But he's looking, like I said, confident, composed, and competent. He's got the 3 C's going for him right now. He's looking confident. He's standing in the pocket. He is being strong-willed. He's staying in there. He's making confident throws. He's looking like he knows what he is doing. He feels like he knows what he's doing. That is good. He's confident. He's playing a bit, let's say, composed. He's playing good, tight together, and for the team. He's not making any mistakes. He's not trying to go out there and rush. He's not being hassled too much. He's looking composed and confident right now, which is 2 good things to be. He's not making mistakes as much. He might be making missed throws here and there, which the 2 or 3 that he's had, you could kind of say were on the receiver / the coverage more than anything. 2 of the misses were to Jalen Waddle. 1 was on a slant-style pass where the defender was basically kind of right there on him and slowing Waddle down. The ball was just a little bit in front of both of them. The second one was on a deep pass to Jalen Waddle again, but when you see the replay of it, it looks like Jalen Waddle and the corner basically bumped into each other, stopping Jalen Waddle's progress, which probably would have ended with a completion to Jalen Waddle from Quinn Ewers if he wasn't technically interfered with on that, if he wasn't impeded by the defender, it could have been a, it could have been a reception. It could have been fine. But those are like the only two real big plays I saw from like passing perspective were kind of could have been his fault, but also was a bit more on the coverage and the wide receiver he was throwing to not getting to the ball. He looks a bit cocky here and there, a little, like I said, confident and composed, but he definitely looked competent. He doesn't look like he's trying to make bad plays. He doesn't look like he's making anything bad. He's looking like he's being good in the pocket. He's making good decisions, good choices. He's not making bad decisions at the moment. He's not running away. He's not throwing the ball directly at any of the corners or the linebackers or the safeties. He is keeping control of the ball as much as he can. And when he has to actually move with the ball, he's actually, again, making good, confident plays with the ball while he's moving it. That run up the middle for 5 yards on that bad, 2-minute drill that was really badly coached on that one. Bad play choices, in my opinion. That was a good play. He ran up the middle. He didn't see anyone open in the field. He was getting pressure from behind, so he decided to run, and it was a good, competent run, even though he should have went legs first. Why are all Dolphins quarterbacks going lunge the head first for the first down? I do not know. Why are they trying to give up with a lunge forward? I don't get it. That's not how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to slide down with your legs first. I will say that was a non-competent play right there. Non-competent move by him. But he's looking good in the pocket. You can see he's getting pressured. He's getting some players coming in and pressuring him. There's one good pass that he made, passing completion he made, where he basically takes his 5 steps back, is with the ball. Actually, got a ball. 5 steps back with the ball, and you have 2 tackles basically getting pushed back, blocking 2 defenders coming at Quinn Ewers. They're basically coming right at him and go right past him. He only takes 1 step forward and makes the completed pass. That was very confident, very composed, very self-assured that you would be okay. If it was Tua Tagovailoa and you have your offensive line blocking 2 rushers, and they're basically getting just right in your line of sight and right to your sides, Tua would have ran, let's be real. Tua would have tried to roll out and try to run away from that. But Quinn Ewers has been showing that he's basically either going to step up in the pocket just like 1 step and make the throw, or he's standing confident in that spot while there are defenders coming at him. There was another play where he was basically wide open in the back, and a unblocked defender was running right at him, got about a good 2 to 3 yards away from him, and he made a completion to the left side. It was really good because the rusher was coming right in on the blind side. Either he felt it or he did not feel the pressure, and he actually stayed right there, confident in getting hit, and made the completion. Tua, again, would have felt that. He would have seen that coming right at him, would have tried to roll out, lost a couple yards, and got sacked, and it would have been game over on that one. No offense to Tua, but so far in this game of evaluating Quinn Ewers, that's all we're doing here. Quinn Ewers is looking pretty dang good, I would say. Pretty dang good in my opinion, at least so far. Is he showing with numbers completely yet? No. But is he showing with the confidence and composure you need to have as a NFL quarterback? Yes, he is, I think, so far. If you come out of this game, even if the Dolphins lose and say he sucks because he didn't win, you're looking at this completely wrong at this point. You don't understand what's going on here. This is not about winning or losing. This is about evaluating how the quarterback plays in the game, how he's dealing with the pressure, how he's dealing with the play calling, how he's dealing with getting the ball out of his hand and moving around in the pocket. He's doing a good job so far. He has not given up a sack, and he's been eating the pressure up with confidence and just letting himself basically get hit if he does even get hit. I kind of like it so far. I'm hoping it continues into the second half, especially since the Dolphins start with the ball in the second half. Let's hope it picks up a little bit more. The play calling opens up a bit more. We get a bit more passing attempts from Quinn Ewers. I know they're trying to rush the ball. I get it. But we kind of got to see more Quinn Ewers passing game than it is Achane rushing the ball, I would say. We know Achan's fucking great. Everybody does. But we need to see more Quinn Ewers passing, him getting pressured, and him getting like a possible hit or a sack here and there. We got to see what he will do more of in that sense. But like I said, so far he's been good, and I've been liking what he has looked like and how he has been looking. Confident, composed, looking good. I do like it. He really does. At least for right now. At least evaluation wise, he's definitely been looking good in the first half. Again, first half, Bengals are going to adjust. Dolphins are going to adjust. Quinn Ewers gets to start with the ball in the second half. We'll now kind of probably get to see a bit more after the second half adjustment to see kind of how he starts playing again. But if we go by the first half, it might not change, at least for this game. At least this game right now, he's looking good. He's looking confident and good. He's looking comfortable in the pocket. He's looking comfortable with the ball. And he's looking comfortable making decisions with the ball. I'm kind of happy about that. I really am. I'm kind of interested in hearing from some of the super hardcore Tua fans and some of the media, because this whole week we've been hearing nothing but bash, 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 crap, bad talk about Quinn Ewers and the Dolphins organization about sitting and benching Tua Tagovailoa. I kind of want to see what they say right now when it comes to evaluation. I know, but all I saw this entire week was the media outlets saying it looks bad for Tua. Tua's gone. Zach Wilson's mad. Tua's mad. You see all the pictures during practice where like Tua's just like, But I want to see what they're saying now after this game, mostly from how he is looking, how he looks confident and composed and competent with the ball. Efficient-ish so far. Pretty nice. I like it. I hope it continues, and I would hope, if anything, he gets the win and maybe he gets 1-2 touchdowns in the rest of this game. I think it would be really good for his development, and I think it would look good when the media and other fans start talking about him again. Yeah, it's gonna. I'm kind of excited. We get to see what both teams do coming out of the second half, out of the adjustments. Oh yeah, it's good to stand up once in a while. It's really good to stand up. Also, I'm out of pajama pants now. I'm just in my shorts. I'm in my shorts. You got to see the pajama pants earlier, Jorge. You got to see the pajama pants, and they were comfortable. But now I am not in them anymore. I am now in my pants again. To have some shorts on, because it's getting hot in here. I have free fiber powered internet forever. Okay. I'll have to look that up because I have Spectrum Internet. I have to see what that is. Because I have Spectrum Internet, I have gigabyte internet speed, so I can stream this at 20 megabits. If I really wanted to, if my cameras supported it, I could technically stream 4K 60 FPS, no problem, on here. I would be able to. Maybe next year, maybe next Dolphin season, I can get a 4K 60 camera setup. It'd be kind of cool to go like big screen wise and be able to be on TVs a lot better, because everyone's got a 4K TV now. Blah, 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 blah. But realistically, south to southwest, George, how y'all thinking of him so far? Like, real quick before the game starts up, because it's about to start again. How y'all thinking about Quinn Ewers so far in this game? That's kind of the important part, because I think he's looking good. Now we're about to get in here again. So I gotta get out of, halftime mode back into this mode. Oh my goodness. Yep, we're coming out of halftime. I would say I'm happy. I want to see. Haven't been watching. I'll have to watch the film later. Yeah, watch it later. Like I said, he's looking pretty good, I would say. Like I said, very confident. He's got some confidence in him. He's looking competent, and I think he might be pretty good, at least right now. 10 for 12, 109 passing yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Up against 16 for 22, 193 and a touchdown. I'm not comparing Quinn Ewers to Joe Burrow. I'm not comparing him to Tua Tagovailoa technically, but I do want to compare him to like the expectations of what everyone was saying. Like he's gonna throw like 8 interceptions, which was a really stupid fucking article that I saw. Like, oh, he's gonna come in and throw like 6 to 7 interceptions. It's like, what the fuck are you smoking? Oh my goodness, that's Mask. Now the Dolphins got the ball. D. Eskridge running with it. D. Eskridge getting to about the 30-yard line. It does sound promising because it kind of is. Oh, that's a nice stat. McDaniel's 4-22 career record when trailing at halftime. So that means we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose, man. But no, it's kind of promising. We'll see how this drive goes right here. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Achane in the backfield. Pass off to Achane. Achane running for about 3 yards. 5 yards. He pushed and threw a little bit to about 5 yards. The Bengals defense is actually playing really good right now. And probably because the Dolphins have been sucking. The Dolphins have been kind of being a bit bad offensively right now when it comes to run blocking for once. Other than playing against the Steelers, they were also having a hard time run blocking. But they are not run blocking very well today. The Bengals are playing really, really tough football against the run. Yeah, Achane slipped and is down, by about 1 extra yard. Now it's 3rd and 4. Dolphins are about to go fucking 3 and out right off the bat. They're going to go 3 and out right off the bat. I was kind of excited to see how they came out. Oh yeah, I gotta reset that. Always forget that. Forgot that. Always forget. Always forget all this shit up here. Alright, 3rd and 4. You have Wright and... No, that's Gordon and him. Pass to Achane, 1st down, and then a lot. Achane getting down to about the 40-yard line on the other opposing team, but there's a flag. It's coming back probably. God dang it. 32-yard pass to catch by Achane. Watch it be on the Dolphins. Watch it be on the Dolphins. Watch it be on the Dolphins. Watch. Watch this. Watch. 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 McDaniel's screaming. McDaniel's yangy. McDaniel's angy. McDaniel's angy. Oh. Well, that's nice. Pass interference? What? Pass interference away from the... What? What? All right, it's 3rd and 14 on a very, very bad ref call. And Dulcich fumbled. You gotta be fucking kidding me on that. That is some fucking bullshit. That is some fucking bullshit. Like, seriously, that's some fucking bullshit. Immediately after fucking Dulcich with a fucking fumble. I don't know why you're fucking happy, you fucking pussy. Shut the fuck up on being happy on that one. Holy fuck. That was a fucking horrible fucking ref call. That was a horrible call by the goddamn refs. Holy fuck, dude. And immediately gives the ball right back up to the Bengals. Which now they're going to get points. They're going to take the lead. The Dolphins are going to lose this game. I can't even evaluate fucking Quinn Ewers when that shit's like that. That was such a dumb... It's another dumb fucking penalty that the refs call on the Dolphins. A fucking pass interference call like that. That's not even fucking touching the guy, basically. Trying to not to block him. And then it's pass interference, 15 yards, third and 20, basically. And then that's just fucking awesome. Absolutely fuck the Dolphins, and then Dulcich absolutely fumbles the ball. That would figure. Such a Dolphins thing. Such a Dolphins thing. Yeah, no, that... And stuffed. Pirine stuffed, but it's 4th and 1, basically. Yeah, they're going to go for it on 4th and 1, probably. I would definitely go for it. Pancake block right there. Alright, like I said, they're going to go for it. Makes perfect sense. Quarterback sneak it, right? Yep. First down. Yeah, it's first down Bengals. Dolphins are going to give this up now. Oh, yeah, match picture. Oh, yeah, match picture. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Burrow running, Burrow passing, Burrow first down. Yeah, Dolphins are about to lose massively. All right, they're going to hurry up right now. They're trying to get the pass. Touchdown. Dolphins defense is absolutely dreadful. Absolutely shitty defense play. Absolutely shitty defensive play. Now you're down by 10. Your defense is not holding them. Your defense is playing absolutely bad, and you're losing the game. Good job. Well, let's see again if McDaniel and the offense will actually choose to make plays that will actually give, Quinn Ewers the ability to try to actually show what he's got. Because right now, they are not doing shit for him. Wait, you might actually make it to New Year's after all. Oh, man. Bumping in the wind. Honda Wonderland. Something like that. I could just go turn off that light. I don't need that light. That light actually is really good. So I can leave that over there and like have streams right there. And I have these two lights that are right here. I don't think I need anything else for my setup. No. Embarrassing. Okay, I don't really care about the Golden Globes. But yeah, the Dolphins kind of got fucked on that penalty, the 15-yard penalty. I don't think it should have been a penalty, and the guys in the booth also said that should not have been a penalty. So again, Dolphins with another phantom penalty. Second week in a row where we've had a pretty massive phantom penalty that led to opposing team getting a touchdown, for one. Two, that after that penalty, Dulcich, who's been pretty goddamn clutch most of the season so far, or most of the games he's been in so far, fumbled the ball. He's actually usually been 16-6. Tennessee's over KC. Holy fuck! I just saw that up on the corner. Got distracted, but yeah, he's been pretty good for most of the season. Like pretty quality and pretty clutch. And then that one, he just came up short and also fumbled the ball away. So it was just, well, that sucks. All right. And I wouldn't doubt they're going to run. They're going to try to run the ball again. All right. Nope. Play action. Pass over the... Oh, over... Actually, no, it got tipped in the air. Looks like... I think Carter tipped the ball. 2nd and 10. It wasn't a leapfrog. Okay, so they're basically, yeah, giving Ewers a shot. And that was a bad throw as well. That was not very good. All right, they're about to go 3 and out again. It's definitely an over game on that point. The play calling is getting absolutely really, really fucking stupid at this point in time. Throw the ball past the line of scrimmage, at least, that would be nice. Or at least throw close to the fucking yards to gain. 3rd and 10. Oh, that was a way too quickly of a deep pass. And intercepted on a bumped up pass. Game is definitely getting out of it. Okay, I don't know if I want to blame Ewers on that one, per se. but it is definitely going to be going against the stat line. The snap was a bit early, I guess. He was not expecting the snap based on what he looked like and basically was in a rush moment. Everything I said at the end halftime about him looking confident, composed, and competent has completely gone away within the second half so far. He's not looked confident, he's not looked composed, and he's not looked competent. That was definitely an uncomposed, uncompetent fucking set of drive. And that one, when it looked like it looked like it basically got batted up and then intercepted. So I don't think you can really fully blame a quarterback on that per se. No. The freaking Uber Eats commercials, I swear, with just like football's only here to make people eat food. Yeah. No, it's not. It's not. It's just we're gonna hear nothing but that was all Ewers. Ewers is the worst quarterback in the world. Ewers sucks. Ewers can't throw the ball. Ewers is gonna throw 20 interceptions in a season, and it's gonna be ridiculous. Just because the ball was batted up in the air, was popped up in the air on the catch, and then intercepted like that. And they're about to take the lead again because the Dolphins defense can't stop fucking wind blowing, you know? Right now, it really looks like I could walk from one end zone to the other and not get tackled by the Dolphins defense. Which kind of is funny because I have a bad ankle and a bad knee, so like trying to actually do that, I would probably die, but yeah. Dolphins defense sucks. And then Quinn Ewers having that bad luck right there on that one. Yeah, no, and that's another thing. Dolphins when they give up the ball, they give it up in pairs. And now they have the ball again in Dolphins territory. And the Dolphins defense is going to do nothing about it, and they're going to get another touchdown. Watch this. Watch. Watch this. Why are you playing like fucking 20 yards off? Holy shit. What the fuck? Whoa. But no, here's the play on that. Bumped it up and then absolutely tipped it off to the linebacker? I don't know. No, the game is out. The game is over when it comes to winning. Yeah, Tua definitely knows. But I'm starting to think some things about the Dolphins play calling. Yeah, Dolphins defense is absolutely trash. But again, like I said, it comes off of both the last two Dolphins drives on offense, getting a phantom penalty call, and then Dulcich losing his competency and just, fumbling the ball for the first time. He's usually pretty good, and then he fumbles it, gives the ball up, and then they go and get points within the Dolphins. Get the ball in the Dolphins field of play, Then go in there, the ball gets really well covered by the Bengals, gets bumped up and intercepted by another player, and then, again, getting another touchdown right off the bat. It's definitely... Yeah, definitely the Dolphins. I don't know what they're going to do because, they were making some really shoddy offensive play calls, getting a phantom penalty, fumble, interception. Possibly. I don't understand the play calling on that. Because it was just like dump off, dump off, dump off. Throw the ball down the field a little bit more, or try to. Ugh. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But I think that's like why I said I'm not gonna watch then. I'm not gonna stream the next Dolphins game. I'm probably just gonna like do a coffee stream in the morning and either spend Saturday Sunday afternoon with the family, or do a second stream later Sunday, or just fucking not. Like I said, I'm either gonna do a different stream, like maybe play some Genshin or play some Battlefield 6. I need to play more Battlefield 6. I'm kind of bad right now. I'm averaging about two KD on Battlefield 6 right now, but I'm also playing like 2 times a month right now, which is not good. I need to at least be playing like at least 2 days a week, which would be really really good to kind of like spice up some of my content, and then also stream that on Twitch. I gotta start getting work on Twitch. Be nice if I can. And then like I said, I just don't want to watch it again because like I know it's gonna be an evaluation style game. I have to watch the Patriots game. I lost a bet. I had to do certain things, so I have to watch that one. I have to stream that one. But I don't have to watch next week's, and I probably will not be watching, or at least not stream next week's game. So I'll probably watch some of it just so I can see more Quinn Ewers play, just so I can kind of evaluate some more. But like I said, I'm not gonna stream that game specifically. So next Sunday will be a bit different. I'll probably still do like the coffee stream in the morning. I do not know what I'm gonna do for the afternoon yet, depending on how everything goes and what happens. Probably be just another game stream Sunday instead. Like I said, no need for me to like watch. Oh, great. He's got a toe of toe. $70, 14 points. Like it was great. Like everything else was a great defensive play by the Bengals. To Jalen Wright on a handoff. Like their defense, like the Bengals defense is looking like a fucking Super Bowl caliber defense right now against the Dolphins offense. The Dolphins offense, I don't know what it is, but the Dolphins just, I don't know if it's the play calling or if it's just, the Dolphins' talent level on offense. I don't know what it is, but they do make some really, really boneheaded decisions and make boneheaded plays. I don't know why, but they do. 2nd and 8, pass play, dump off to right, miss the tackle, right's gone, first down. There we go, at least. That's a positive play. Like, the Dolphins are definitely going to lose this game, unless they somehow make a comeback, but they're down 14 points. No, 17. They're down 17 points, I think. Yeah, 17. I'm trying to mathematical it. I'm not doing a good job. Because they were up. Yeah, no, yep, 17. 17. All right, pass off to Achan and nothing. Dolphins' run game is not going very well either. The number 32nd ranked run defense in Bengals is stopping the Dolphins' running offense right now. That's bad. Like I said, I don't know if that's Dolphins play calling, if that's the Dolphins offensive line playing bad, or if maybe the Bengals are just having a great fucking time and the Dolphins are just having a bad time. Yeah, the Bengals have the most missed tackles of the year by fucking 30. Play action, deep pass, and throws it away. 3rd and 8. Yeah, that connection is doing nothing right now. It's 3rd and 8. What are they going to do? If they just, they're just going to go out again. Like I said, the first half, Ewers looked really good. Within context of being, like, getting evaluation done. And Dolchich, short, but he got the catch. If I were the Dolphins, I would try to go for it regardless. It's 4th and, like, 1 or 4th and inches. Might as well go for it. You're already down, like, 17 points. It's not going to matter if you turn it over on downs. Regardless, the game is over for you, pretty much. So it's like, just see what the Dolphins offense can do with Ewers in the game, late in the game, garbage time touchdowns, whatever. You get to see what they can do or what Ewers can do. 3 tight ends, what are they going to do? Are they going to try to run the ball? They try to quarterback sneak it with Ewers. I think Ewers got it. Never mind. They're saying he might not. Was it short or was it down? I don't know. I can't. It looked at least from where he was and where the ball was. He got the first down, but I can't see. It's too many big men in the field. A virtual measurement? First virtual measurement of the season? What? This is the first virtual measurement for the season. Oh, he's like, get the fuck out of here. Like I said, I'm very confused because, like, okay. Okay, when it comes to that, I am very confused. Is that where the ball was, or was that where his knee was? Like, what? Are they gonna explain that? Because, like, I'm kind of confused because at least with what it was showing, the ball was actually past the line. But now it's showing that it was like almost a foot away from it. That's not what was shown in the game video. I'm just confused, I guess. I don't know. But I guess virtual measurement, even though the chip in the ball is not in anywhere near the front of the football, is accurate, I guess. At least from whatever information we've been able to get out of the NFL about where the chip is located, because it's proprietary and secretive. But they keep making comment of it being closer to the center of the ball, not technically near the tip. Which, don't you want, some attention at the tip, just a little bit more accuracy for the tip. Just saying, you want some more accuracy for the tip. But yeah, you can't really see much, and I can understand why it would be short. It looked like it was going to be about where it was if you go by the digital line on the field and where he went down with the ball, especially on both sides. But I guess technically that is 10 inches short. I guess it's like about the size of my dick short. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it's 10 inches short. Gotta make penis jokes. I'm sorry. It's gotta. SpongeBob commercial fucking almost got me to spit out water. Oh my fucking god. It's just SpongeBob just like inside the ship holding up, a fucking dumbbell, and just all of a sudden he just pelvic thrust. It's just like, no fucking goddamn way they did that. Jesus Christ. SpongeBob, no. Oh god, he almost fucking had me. I had to fucking hold my mouth on that one. That was just like quick pelvic thrust. No, SpongeBob, no. Jesus Christ. I'm back, and it seems like well, it was a phantom pass interference call on two players nowhere near the ball. Then right after, Dulcich fumbled the ball, which then gave the Bengals the ability to go down the field in like 30 seconds and get a touchdown. Then when the Dolphins got the ball again, I need to switch that over. Dolphins got the ball again, and then Ewers passed the ball, threw the ball. Excellent coverage by the Bengals. The ball got bumped up into the air and then picked off by a second Bengals I think it was a defensive linebacker for them. Got it after another Bengals player covered Theo Wease and like bumped the ball up in the air. And then right then and there, within a 70-second period, got a second touchdown, putting up by 14 points. And then right then and there, the Dolphins kind of kept making stupid decisions the entire time. And then they, for the first time all season in the NFL, they pulled out the digital measuring tool where they tried to measure where the microchip in the ball was, which took way longer than the chain gang, might I add, and probably, actually, when you go back, could be off up to 10 inches. Now that I remember, there's a thing where the chip could be up to 10 inches off in some cases. Oh, deep pass by Burrow and catch. Dolphins defense is pure ass. I don't know how. Oh, I was about to say, is Jamar Chase hurt for a minute there? It looked like he was going to be hurt by the way they were holding him. Like, how Higgins was holding him real quick for the moment. Like, kind of like, oh no, don't tell me he lost the breath in his mouth. But no, Dolphins are cooked, absolutely cooked defensively. They need to just destroy the whole team. If they weren't already in the Miami, they should have had a, we are Marshalls moment. If you know, you know. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no. It's like bad defense and then unluck. Like 2 bits of unluck on offense. Like, I don't think I would blame Ewers for the one interception per se. That was really tight coverage by the Bengals, and the ball was popped up in the air by that tight coverage. So I don't really like blaming quarterbacks for those interceptions, per se. I really get when they throw the ball directly at the defender, or like the defender makes an awesome play and like jumps in the front of the ball and gets the ball like that. I really do like blaming the quarterback for that. And Burrow running away and throws the ball at the ground. But that one, I think, was just a really, really good coverage play by the defense, and I wouldn't put that interception on Ewers, but let's be fair, everyone's going to blame Ewers for that one, regardless of how it looks. But the defense looks absolutely atrocious right now. Like, it's kind of hard to, at least in the second half right now, evaluate Quinn Ewers just because of how poor the defense is. But then also how poor the play calling has been on offense and the 2 to 3 bad luck moments on offense. Like I said, that phantom penalty, the usually pretty good Dulcich fumbling the ball, and then that epic play by the Bengals defense, and another touchdown by the Bungle Bongles. Yeah, just fucking sit all the Dolphin starters, because Jesus fucking Christ, dude. That defense sucks ass. So are we just gonna get let it rip tater chip kind of fucking Ewers play now? Because Jesus Christ, dude. The Bengals can sit all their offensive starters. They can sit all their defensive starters. The game is fucking over by a goddamn long haul. And fucking Brooks is going off on Weaver. You can see why I am not going to be streaming next week. Because the season's over. The Dolphins look like ass, and I'm going to be ready for next season. Very embarrassing. Yep, wide fucking open. The defensive play is bad. Yeah, if you pick the Dolphins defense in fantasy, rip. Just rip. If the Dolphins somehow come back from this, I will lose my fucking mind. There's 2 minutes and a whole quarter left. If the Dolphins somehow came back from this, I will fucking lose it. It would make absolutely no sense. Aww. Aww, baby. Oh, so adorable. Aww. One of the camera operators for the game just had a baby. Oh, he's a big man with a big bushy beard. Congratulations. A camera operator having a baby. Oh, it's adorable. Alright, Ewers. H-N in the backfield. Ewers throwing it deep. And interception again. There we go. Yeah, everything I talked good about, now it's just absolutely over. Yep. I don't want to watch it anymore, dude. I really don't. Like, all I'm doing now is just trying to evaluate Ewers. He had a good first half and then a bad second half. This is just fucking bad, dude. It's just embarrassing. Well, either way, I'm gonna go pee. I gotta pee. Third quarter point differential. Oh my god. Oh, so they've just been really, really bad in the third quarter. Holy shit. They're like the third and second worst offense team in the third quarter in the NFL in like several stats apparently. Either way, if they get another touchdown, I'll update it. I gotta pee. Yeah, they're gonna get more points. I gotta pay. like I said, it's already over. I don't need to worry about them getting more points right now because, like, it's gonna happen regardless because the Dolphins' defense is ass poo poo. But yeah, okay. At least I feel much better. I had to pee pee. Had to pee pee. That one, that interception, the second interception on the stat line for Ewers, that was definitely on Ewers on that one. Like I said, the first interception, I don't fully blame Ewers. That was great play and by the defense and was bumped up. It was just a bumped up ball, and that happens. And then doing that interception, that was definitely like just a jump ball kind of a thing. And throwing it to Waddle, Waddle's not very great at going up against the jump ball, you know, when it comes to trying to get jump balls. So that's just not a great play. But with the Dolphins down this many points, it's now going to be almost impossible to fully fucking try to evaluate how good Ewers is because now they're going to be trying to force the ball every chance they get to try to get points. Which kind of sucks. It takes out all of the ability to actually look and see how good the team is going to be or how good the quarterback is going to be, which sucks. We are going to be going to the fourth quarter, though, which is good. It means the game's almost over. But what really sucks is it might actually be bad for me. Because I am just a lowly bottom-tier streamer, and it's just going to be really, really shitty to have a really, really shitty Dolphins team. It's so bad Pip's slanted. He's just not caring. He's just like flopped over to the side. He's just like, I'm going to pass out, fam. I don't need to be watching this shit anymore. But yeah, I'm not going to watch. To be fair, if the Dolphins start off really bad next season as well, I'm probably going to do the same thing. I'm going to watch for a couple games. And then if they start really starting to lose really badly, I'll probably stop watching for that season again. I skipped like a good 4 to 6 games this year because of the fact that the Dolphins just started off so bad that I did not want to actually just sit there and stream my misery. So, yeah. Let me take this off. But I won't be streaming next week's Dolphins game, like I said. I will be streaming the Week 18 game against the Patriots. I'm obligated to do so. I have to get set up for a friend to come on and be on voice chat. And for in the stream, I got a specific outfit I have to wear for the stream, which is going to be kind of embarrassing, but you know, it is what it is. And yeah, like I said, it's going to suck. It's going to suck. Good thing, though, I didn't pay for the premium version of this because this would have sucked to pay for the premium version of the scoreboard. Could have been fine, but with the Dolphins being this bad, I'm just glad I did not pay for the scoreboard. The scoreboard would have been kind of crap, to be honest, in my opinion. I would not have wanted to. So, yeah. All right, Bengals in red zone again. Dump off to the tight end and then get maybe 2 yards. Yeah, Dolphins kind of suck, and it's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying. You know what? Maybe if I'm feeling like it, I might try to do some. Maybe. Depending on how I feel in a little bit, I'm probably gonna like after this game is over, get up, move around, see the family a little bit. Maybe if I'm feeling like it, maybe do a couple rounds of Battlefield 6 on Twitch. Try to see how that goes. That'd be kind of interesting, I think. But that depends on if I'm like how I'm feeling, because like I have like weight under my eyes, just trying to bring my eyelids down, because I have like a feeling of just exhaustion coming. But yeah, dude, it's just it's partially the exhaustion from like caffeine, because from caffeine and not sleeping very well last week, and having a long day yesterday, and then the Dolphins being complete ass. It's really bad. It's really bad. And touchdown, Mike Gesicki. Gotta love Gesicki. I don't hate Gesicki. I love Gesicki. So him getting a touchdown is fucking awesome. I love Mike Gesicki. I can't hate. I love Mike Gesicki. You know, like I really wish he was still on the Dolphins. To be fair, Mike Gesicki is my dude. I love Gesicki. I'm never gonna be mad at Gesicki. To be very fair, I wish the Bengals were a better team for Gesicki though. But he's not. The Bengals aren't that good of a team this year, unfortunately, and they're already out of the playoffs. So are the Dolphins. But dude, I love Gesicki. Like I said, I can't hate Gesicki. I love Gesicki. Gesicki is my dude. I say it all the time. Like Ethan Bonner's my dude. Like I love Ethan Bonner, but on other teams, I do have guys on certain teams that I really do like. Like on the Bengals, I really like Gesicki. I know he was a former Dolphin, but I love Mike Gesicki. The way he plays, him being a 6'6", big-bodied receiver, basically. Not really a tight end, but more of a huge wide receiver. I like Gesicki. He's a good guy, very funny, very intelligent. Good hands, good ability to get up and get the ball. I like Gesicki. I'm just saying. So him getting a touchdown today, getting him a chance, I like that. Like I said, I love Mike. I would love to see them give, Ethan Bonner some reps now because, the game is far over. Um, Quinn Ewers is getting reps still, which is good. It's a fucking massive loss of a game. But I would at least take out a couple players. I would probably take out Achan. I'd probably take out Dodson. Oh, no, keep Dodson in. Probably take out Jordan Brooks. Probably take out Chop Robinson and um, Chubb. I'd probably take them out of the game. Possibly take out Austin Jackson just because injury history and you need him to be healthy. I would take out some specific players here and there. Maybe take out Jalen Waddle. Uh, the game's over, and at this point, taking out some of the players that, especially the Bengals. The Bengals will probably have Joe Flacco come in on their next drive. Have Joe Flacco come in, take out the T Higgins and Jamar Chase, take out Burrow. You got to start taking out players at this point. Both teams are out of the playoffs, but regardless, you don't want a chance a specific player getting hurt in a game like this. The game's over, so it's probably not. It's probably gonna look a little bit different here in a little bit because I would not want certain players out there right now. I would want certain players to be protected. As you can see, the stadium's emptying. Yeah, you never throw that to Jalen Waddle. Jalen Waddle never gets that. 21 points off turnovers so far this game, which is insane. And immediately stopped. Like I said, it's kind of embarrassing when you think the Dolphins are going up against the worst ranked defense in the NFL this year. And they're playing absolutely shittier on offense than they've been all season. Bengals look like they have a Super Bowl level defense. and their offense is absolutely Super Bowl level offense. It's kind of funny how the Dolphins do that against quote unquote bad teams. It's kind of funny. All right, pass off to Achan. Achan running for about 6 yards. Again, I would take Achan out at this point. I would take Achan out and leave Jalen Wright and Ollie Gordon in playing. I would take out Jalen Waddle. Probably take out Darren Waller as well. I don't want certain players to get injured. And the game's fucking goddamn over. So just take them out. And a flag. Yeah. It's just a complete meltdown. Just take Austin Jackson out. Like I said, there's a lot of players I would take out right now on the Dolphins. I would take a lot of players out on the Bengals. There's no reason. Third and 10 and nothing. No one's at the fucking. What is happening? I have no idea what that was. I'm very confused with the play calling and that. He just said fuck me. And an instant 3-and-out. And special teams wise, the Bengals are starting in good field position again. Like I said, that's about what I would expect. Joe Flacco's coming in. At that point, it's 45-14. Take out your starters. You do not need them in right now. The game is over. So it's just like, it makes sense that they would finally take Joe Burrow out and put in Joe Flacco. Flacco is fine. Flacco's not going to just... The game's not going to get ended with a surprise comeback because Joe Flacco came in and threw like 5 interceptions for five pick sixes or something like that. That's not going to happen. So just put Flacco in. The game's way over. The Dolphins offense can't do anything. The Dolphins defense can't stop a fucking floating paper bag. It's over. It kind of sucks when it comes to trying to evaluate Ewers. Again, like I said, there's a reason I can't stand this game when it comes to evaluating Ewers, is because the defense is sucking, like really, really bad. And because they're so far down, so far back, you can't accurately get a good summation of his talent anymore. I mean. The first half was really good, played really well. Ewers looked confident and solid. Second half, just immediately everything went wrong. And that's where it kind of sucks. Like, everything went bad at that point. Everything offensively, everything defensively, all the bad penalties, the bad decisions. This is an AI video right here, another AI commercial. You can tell by the way his beard is and it being Google AI. I hate those commercials, I swear to God. Jeez, this became a blow. Yeah, it really did. It's supposed to be a game where you basically evaluate Quinn Ewers. and it became a game where you basically can't anymore. You can try to be like, well, let's see what he does when, in garbage time, but that's not how you can fucking do it, you know? You can't just evaluate the quarterback in a massive blowout loss anymore, especially when it's a very defensively given up game. And then, to be fair, a bad play calling offensively and bad things happening to the offensive plays. Like I said, two turnovers, not really Ewers' fault. Kind of just like, well, this shit sucks, shit happens kind of things. One phantom penalty that basically led to a fumble that turned the ball over. It's kind of just weird. You can still say that Ewers kind of had an okay game here and there, but then as soon as you start looking at the the complete stats, it just starts falling apart for that. The second half for Ewers has just been abysmal. It's not been great. He's thrown technically 2 interceptions, one not his fault, the other one is his fault 100%. And then just unable to get the ball moving down the field now. Is it Ewers not being able to get the ball down the field? Is it the play call that Mike McDaniel and the offense and the coordinators are calling that are not getting the ball down the field? Or is it the Bengals defense coming in and stepping up and covering everybody especially well? I can't really tell because you can't see the whole entire field. You can't see all of the players. But I think it's a mix more of the play calling and the defensive play of the Bengals that have been stopping the Dolphins offense. I don't want to blame Ewers completely. I will give some blame to Ewers not being able to get the ball down the field. But Ewers has been looking a little bit, I would say a little bit better than Tua has been looking in games like this. I just wish it was a slightly different. 23-9. Tennessee is just destroying KC right now. How badly is Gardner Minshew playing for KC right now? What the heck? I actually have the ability to do this. How bad is he playing right now? All right, they're punting. The Dolphins defense lead to a punt. Let's get to the score. Okay, the fucking YouTube TV stuff is not working again. It's been like the last couple weeks, the YouTube TV's stat page for games has been absolutely broken and not working, so I cannot see that stuff, which kind of sucks. Let me go through over here. NFL. Okay, let's see. Box score. Gardner Minshew was pulled, I guess. Chris Oladukin is playing quarterback right now. I don't know if... Yeah, he might have just been playing really, really freaking bad. The Dolphins are at the fucking 3-yard line. Holy shit, wasn't paying attention to that. Yeah, the fucking Chiefs look like absolute dog shit. Oh, wow. Wow. And Cam Ward's looking like the second coming of... Not going to say it. He's looking really good against the Chiefs right now. Wow. Chiefs are bad. That's kind of crazy. Give up a safety. Pass play. Over the top. Dulcich. First down. And then a bunch. Out of bounds. I don't have the headphones on because, like, obviously I don't really care to hear too much. And it kind of, like, will hurt. Dolphins' current cap hits. Current cap space $2 million. 28th in the NFL. Wow. Fitzpatrick 18, Chubb 31, Hill 51, to the fucking top 4 highest cap spaced players on the Dolphins roster. And then Jalen Ramsey giving us a $20 million cap hit on a dead cap hit. That's nice. That's like most of the team in 5 players right there. That's bad. That's bad. Why do you still have Achane in the game? He's not done anything all day. I would take Achane out just in case. You do not want him getting hurt. No, with a game like this, though, I think that brings up a question. With a game like this, not talking about Ewers, not talking about Tua, is this a game where Stephen Ross says, this is a very bad game? I know we're evaluating Ewers, but is this the game that gets McDaniel fired? That's, I think, the question we need to look at right now. I know the season has been bad. Ewers going for a pass, Ewers staying in, passing it off to Ingold getting to a first down mark. Always trust in Ingold in we trust. But is this a game, with how bad they're playing, is this the game that gets him fired at this point? It's 45-14. You're trying to, and a Bengal player is down with an injury. It's a bad game all around, defensively and offensively. Play calling looks like crap offensively and defensively. Players are not making the plays they need to make offensively and defensively. Do you start looking at this as also getting rid of Mike McDaniel other than Tua Tagovailoa? I'm pretty sure everyone's already expecting Tua to be gone at this point. Somehow. We all expect Hill to be gone at this point. Somehow. I wonder who else is going to be gone. I wonder what they're going to do about it. Because at this point, it's kind of hard. I don't really want to throw McDaniel under the bus completely, but he's definitely not making the right play calls. He's definitely still has a very, very bad time when it comes to challenges. Like, he is the worst coach in probably football history when it comes to challenges. First down, Jalen Waddle. Nice deeper pass by Ewers. Now Ewers is starting to play pretty decently, and play calls are coming in. Let's see, like, McDaniel had saved his job until today. That's what I'm saying. I would assume after the Steelers game and this game, we already knew they were going to be eliminated. They weren't going to make the playoffs regardless. I was not one of the hopeful ones, unfortunately. I just, at a certain point, when you're like 1-6, you don't fucking make the playoffs. Plus, with how bad Tua's been playing. I'm just wondering how the future is going to look, because I don't know what they're going to do. I'm pretty sure Tua's gone, like I said. I'm pretty sure Tyreek is gone. He's kind of hinting at that. Even if he doesn't get traded, Hill might retire because of his age and the injury he sustained. And then you have several players that are coming up on ending of their contracts with the Dolphins that are probably going to be gone. I think Bradley Chubb is on his last day of the last season of the contract. I can't remember. Darren Waller, definitely, if he doesn't retire again, is going to be going to another team. He's looked fantastic. I don't care who said what in the beginning of the season. Darren Waller has looked fan-fucking-tastic. You gotta admit that. First down, Dolphins. Washington with a first down and then some. So there's some excitement right there. Dolphins might actually get a touchdown, which would be a good thing for Ewers. But I do think the Dolphins are going to be going into rebuild mode again. I think at this point, Chris Greer has ruined the Tunsil trade. He has ruined this team for another generation in a sense. The team is in cap hell for the next 2 seasons. I don't know if they're going to get rid of McDaniel. But at this point, with a game like this, play calling like this, and depending on the next 2 games, Black Friday might have McDaniel's neck chopped. He might get chopped. And Jalen Wright getting a first down and then right in close to the end zone. Are they going to actually just not give Ewers a shot at a passing touchdown? Are they going to run the ball in and leave him with a stat line of 0 for 2? I think they will. They're just going to run the ball in. Watch. They're going to run the ball in. And Ewers is going to finish with a stat of 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and quarterback rating of 70 or something like that, if not worse. I would, if I was McDaniel, I would at least try to give him confidence boost right here with a touchdown pass, but probably not going to happen. Dump off to right and touchdown Dolphins. It's a touchdown, but it's Game's over. You need to evaluate fucking Ewers, and you fucking hand it off again for a touchdown. That's the play calling that I think gets McDaniel fired. It's a touchdown, sure, but the game is you're down by 25 points still. About 24 after this field goal attempt, this extra point attempt. This is no. Don't run the ball here. You don't run for a touchdown here. You're evaluating Ewers. And you don't give Ewers the shot to be evaluated. You have 1st and goal. 1st and 5 yards. You have 4 downs to give him a shot at throwing the ball in the end zone for a touchdown, and you fucking give the ball off and for... That's probably the last time he gets to touch the ball this game, possibly. And you fucking hand the ball off for another rushing touchdown. Good game for the rushing offense, I guess. But you fucking make it look like Quinn Ewers has had a fucking goddamn shitty game, even though he kind of had a pretty bad game in total, technically, when it comes to like those 2 interceptions. But still, Jesus Christ. Just fucking try to get Ewers a touchdown. Just see what he can do in red zone offense with the ball in his hand. If I was McDaniel, which I'm not, and I'm trying to evaluate what we have in the fucking rookie quarterback, I would have tried giving him the ball at least 3 times. If not going for it on 4th down, in the fucking end zone, basically, trying to get a touchdown pass. But I guess I am fucking stupid. I guess. I don't know. I guess there's a reason I am not, a coordinator or a coach in the NFL. Especially when it comes to trying to evaluate a quarterback. Oh, Jesus Christ. Kill me now. Kill me now. I do now. I'm starting to really think that McDaniel's going to get fired, because that is not a if you're going to be the coach next season, and you're not going to bring Tua back, and you have this young rookie quarterback, and you want to see what he's got, what he can do with an offense in the red zone, 5 yards, and you want to see what he can do. And you decide, you know what? Let's run the ball. I don't think you deserve to be back as the head coach, to be honest. I'm just saying. That's my opinion there. At that point, just get rid of McDaniel and Tua. Get rid of Tyreek Hill as well. Maybe just say F it and trade Jalen Waddle to another team and Achane to another team. Strip the roster all the way the fuck down. This is going to be some GM's happy fucking day, because he's going to come in and get to restart an entire NFL team from ground up, just to be able to try to fix any of the cap issues that Chris motherfucking Greer has caused them. I'm being honest. I don't know. It's headache inducing. It's very much headache inducing, I swear. So yeah, that's it. The Dolphins season is a crapshoot. A very big crapshoot. And I think it's about time for Black Friday watch. I think it's about time for the restart of this franchise again. I think it's going to be coming down to who even stays on this team. Who's going to be the new building blocks for this team. There's going to be a lot of turnover. I predict by next season, I think it's going to be like a massive turnover. New coach, new quarterback, new team, new offense. Well, actually, the offensive line is going to probably not be changed too much. I don't think Aaron Brewer is going to be back, but I'm pretty sure Patrick Paul, Svayania is going to be here. Austin Jackson might still stay, even though I'm probably going going to want to get rid of Austin Jackson regardless because fuck Austin injury Austin Jackson. I think the defense is going to be changed over. Zach Sealer is going to go get paid somewhere else, 100%. Bradley Chubb's going to be gone. Chop Robinson is still going to be here. We already got rid of Jalen Phillips. Zeke and Grant are going to be here. Same doing thing, pick up sets. Yeah. I think it's going to be a full turnover in the offseason. It's going to be stripped down the roster, restart the whole franchise with new coordinators, new offensive staff, new defensive staff. It's going to be new GM, new quarterback, new players on offense, new players on defense. It's going to be really 100% stripped down. If they have any value, they're going to trade players away this offseason. They're not going to do anything. I think they're going to definitely strip it down at this point. I don't know what they can do. They're going to be over the cap. If I remember what the stats were saying, they're going to be over the cap by the end of the season after everything's said and done by like $20-something million. And then Tua Tagovailoa, if he's cut, is going to have like a fucking $99 million cap hit. The next player on the roster, Tyreek Hill, is going to have like a good $40 million cap hit. Jalen Waddle is going to have a massive cap hit. Jalen Ramsey's still going to be carrying a massive cap hit, even though he's not on the team. Chubb will have a massive cap hit. It's going to be a miserable offseason for the Dolphins. 100%. Now we have the 2-minute warning. I swear to fucking God, if they don't try to run a 2-minute offense with Quinn Ewers to see what he can fucking do in a 2-minute fucking offense, 2-minute defense, it doesn't fucking matter that the game's over. Give us what we fucking need right now. Evaluation on Ewers. You have 2 minutes. This is the final 2 minutes. Let him fucking run the offense, play up-tempo, see what you have in fucking goddamn Quinn Ewers. Do not fucking just end the game by just kneeling, Don't fucking do that. Try to get the ball down the field. It's garbage time. Just fucking play the game. I swear to God, if they don't do that, I will fucking rage. I swear to God, if they fucking just sit and don't actually try to fucking run this ball. If they don't try to fucking run this offense, I swear to God. 2-minute offense, three timeouts. Try to fucking play the game like you're about. Jesus fucking Christ. $18 for 26, 228 passing yards, 0 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. First down and then some for the Dolphins. Theo Weiss kept it inside. Go faster. You're wasting time. We need to see what you can. Jesus Christ. They're wasting so much time. The game is over. I know that, but that's not what I'm getting frustrated about. Deep pass, Theo Weiss again for first down. Keep going, come on. This is what I want to see, like quick up-tempo play, like passing by Ewers. And that was great defensive play by Ivy right there. That was a good play by him. Stops the clock, 2nd and 10. I just want to see the up-tempo 2-minute offense right now with Ewers. The game is over. They're not going to do anything. I just want to see if they can get down the field. I want to see how Ewers plays under this pressure, which is a 2-minute offense, trying to get down and score. That is kind of an important thing right now. Regardless of the game being out of their control and they can't do anything. Seeing him run the offense like this is kind of important now. Seeing what he does, and almost throwing an interception. That's not good. But like I said, this is the evaluation process. As mad as I'm getting about like the way they're losing and the play calling, I'm still looking at evaluating this. I'm looking at Ewers as an evaluation. He's got 2 more games. This is just one game. We'll see what else he can do. I do think in total I am liking what Ewers is doing. I think I like how Ewers is playing behind the line. But as his first game to start, it's not bad. And I swear to God, if they fucking punt the ball, timeout, 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 timeout. No, okay, 4th and 1. They're just gonna let the clock go. Time. I want to fucking cry with how bad he's managing this team right now. First down, and they. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, I have to fucking say the Bengals won, but gee, that clock management by McDaniel. I know the game is over, but you had 40 fucking seconds left in the game, 4th and 1, and you just nonchalantly just let the fucking time go out. You run a run play, get the first down, and then you just keep letting it go. You had a fucking minute to keep looking at how Ewers does in that. A winning franchise would not give a shit that it's over, especially when you're trying to evaluate a rookie quarterback. You would have kept fucking going, you fucking imbecile. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to understand. You're trying to evaluate the quarterback. You're trying to see what you have in your 7th round rookie quarterback. You have 2 minutes to just give him some plays, see how he plays, get down the field, and maybe score garbage time points, which doesn't matter any more than anything, but just to get some evaluation on a player specifically. And your decision is to go up tempo to a point and then decide, you know what, there's a minute left, I don't give a shit anymore, and just fucking waste the 4th down. You let the clock go down to fucking 20 seconds, and then you just like say, okay, here we go, run the play, and then from after you get the first down, you're just like, yeah, no, it doesn't matter. You have 3 timeouts. 3 timeouts to try to get some more, just to get any kind of more play in for yours. You had 3 timeouts to try to get more out of yours, to see what else you can get from yours, and you decide to do that. I don't know, dude. I am not mad. I'm not upset about the loss, the 45-21. I'm not mad about losing by 24 points. I'm mad that McDaniel wasn't even trying to give him a shot in the end. I'm tired of them not even trying to actually evaluate Ewers on that one. That was fucking miserable. I can understand where he's coming from throughout the rest of the season. If anything happened to Tua, Zach Wilson has more experience to come in and play the fucking game than Ewers. He has a hotter hand. He's got more experience to come in and play, pick up the offense. But God, I just wanted to see some evaluation of Ewers and really shoddy play calling throughout the game. That right there is the annoyance. Right there is an annoyance. I don't know. That makes me want to fucking lose it on McDaniel and the offense and the play calling. Because you had opportunities to give Ewers touchdowns and you went with running. You give Ewers an opportunity to run a 2-minute offense to try to get him a fucking single touchdown, and you know what you do? You fucking don't even try. You just say, let's get a couple yards, and then that's Let's shut it down right there with like a full minute left and 3 timeouts. Let's just shut it down right here. Let's just go home. Let's evaluate from there. Just fucking continue. Just like, come on. I just wanted to see that last 2-minute drive be what you could get from Ewers. Get some evaluation again, but no, again, I don't. What the fuck is McDaniel doing? That red zone, five yards, one first down, 5 yards, and you just run the ball. You don't give Ewers a chance to have any chance for a pass play into the end zone. You don't give him that shot, so you don't evaluate him in the fucking goddamn red zone with the ball for passing. You don't give him that. You don't give him that shot. No, you run the ball first fucking down and get a touchdown. You give him the ball, you get 2 minutes, 3 timeouts, and you fucking waste a full goddamn minute in the very end, not even giving him a shot to try to even do anything. You don't even try. You don't even fucking try. It's not about winning. It's about giving Ewers opportunities to play the game, get reps in, give him chances to be evaluated by the current coaching staff and the next one for next season, and they fucking don't. And they don't. They aren't giving him the chances. God. When the game got out of track, he threw his second interception. At that point, I didn't care about having Achane on the field. I did not care about running the ball. I could care less about passing every single down, to be very honest. At that point, I wanted Ewers to just get more passing reps. Him more opportunities to be pressured by the opposing defense. More opportunities for him to see the field and how the corners and the safeties are playing his receivers. I wanted him to get more of those reps. And I'm frustrated because they didn't give those to him. Again, they start giving him more chances. But then again, like I said, in the red zone, it was 1st and 5, or technically 1st and goal. 1st and goal, 5 yards from the end zone, and you instantly hand off to Jalen Wright for Jalen Wright to get it. The running game was fine. They have had all the touchdowns, all the points today. You had 4 chances for Quinn Ewers to try to get a passing touchdown, to see what he does in the red zone. You had 3 timeouts to see what he can do in the red zone. Do nothing. You have 2 minutes. You get the ball back after the 2-minute warning. You have 3 timeouts and 2 minutes to get all the way down the field to see what he can do. You don't do it. You waste a full fucking minute and not use a single timeout. I think this was a perfect game for me, at least as a fan, to finally admit McDaniels is probably not coming back. I think at this point, this was a very, very bad called game. I think at this point, I would be glad to say McDaniel is out at this point. That I cannot physically comprehend it anymore on how the plays were called. You're trying to get, and I swear to fucking God, if next week McDaniel switches it up and now Zach Wilson is the quarterback next week, I will fucking lose it. I'm not streaming that game, but I will fucking lose it. I swear to God, I will lose it if Ewers is not the starting quarterback next week and for the Patriots game. You need to get tape on him. You need to evaluate what he can do against now 2 top-end playoff defenses. Now, you have 2 playoff defenses now. You need to see what he can do. It doesn't matter if he throws 4 interceptions next week. It doesn't matter if he throws 5 interceptions against the Patriots. You need to see him in those games. Do you know how many times he was sacked today? None. Do you know how many times he was hit today? Maybe fucking once? You see how he was in the pocket most of the game? Confident, relaxed, chill. He was confident in the pocket. Did he make some bad throws? Yeah. That's going to happen. He's a fucking rookie. Did you give him the opportunity to build off of anything? No. You did not. Did you trust him to do anything? Almost no. And to be fair, I get why. But in the very end, the game's over. They're taking out their starters. They don't have any starters, and you're just like, you know what? We're not even going to try to get a pity touchdown. We're not even going to try to get Ewers a pity touchdown. No, you leave him with 200 plus passing yards, no touchdowns and 2 interceptions, making it look stat wise like he had a bad game. When you watch the game, it wasn't that bad. It was not that bad of a game. One interception wasn't even his fault, and the other interception, you can blame him. I will blame him on the deep pass to Jalen Waddle, where the defender really had a really good play on the ball. But if you can't even at least give him a shot to get a touchdown, and you just give the ball away to the running back, at that point, it's really, really hard to look at Ewers and give him a fair assessment. I'm just annoyed. I'll be very honest. I'm just annoyed with the fact that the coaching staff kind of left him to hang out and dry, in a sense. That's all. I'm just mad about that. I wasn't expecting them to win, but I was expecting to see a bit more favoritism to the pass instead of the run, and they didn't do that. Especially in the end when the game's over, they still favored the run over everything. I don't know. Am I stupid? Yes. Am I football smart? I wouldn't say I am very smart. Am I actually, a player or a coach that should be on the field? Also no. But I at least would like to say that I'm smart enough to understand that you need to see what the rookie has, because you're either going to be starting him next year or you're going to be going after a quarterback in the draft or in the offseason. You're not going to be going with Tua next year. I don't see why, other than cap. Other than money that Chris Grier fucking added on to the contract. The way that Chris Grier changed the contract in the offseason and getting rid of the out until 2027. I don't know. Another thing Tua is, let me take my hat off because I don't need that anymore on my face. I'm kind of tired of it. Tua, if we go by what's going to happen, I think right now, at this very moment, I'm thinking Tua's going to be gone. I don't know if he's going to be traded or if they're just going to cut him straight up and eat $99 million in dead cap. I don't know what they're going to do on that. I think McDaniel coaching staff is going to be gone. I think McDaniel is 100% gone after the end of the season. I think Tyreek Hill is going to be gone. I think they're going to try to trade Waddle, and they might try to trade Achane. I doubt they're going to try to keep Achane right now. He's showed a really... And I have a reason why. Achane has had a great year. He looks so fucking good. He made a name for himself. They might be able to get a first or a second rounder out of just Achane at the moment. That's wishful thinking. I get it, but I think they have a great ability. They have a great ability to trade for some picks, get some extra cap space off of them, right? Like some cap hit off. I think the offense is going to look completely different next year. I think they're going to be going completely young and or aging vets coming in here. They're not going to have Waddle, Tyreek, or Achane, I think, starting next year. I think they're going to be gone. Darren Waller is going to be gone as well. I think he is definitely not going to retire. The way he looked this entire season so far, other than the injury, he just looked really good. Competent and good. He's a big man. He's got several touchdowns. He's got a lot of yards. He's good. He's going to be getting a spot somewhere on a good team next year, I think. Just for a ring chase, I think. Unless the Dolphins drop him right now, which I think would be kind of sick for Darren Waller. Drop him and let him get signed by a playoff team right now would be fucking ecstatic and spectacular. I think the defense is also going to have some turnover. I don't think Bradley Chubb's going to be back. I think Minka's going to be gone again. I think, if anything, they're going to lose Zach Sealer. They're going to probably get rid of Sealer, unfortunately. They might keep Robinson, or they might try to trade chop Robinson. I don't think Terrell Dodson and I don't think Brooks are going to be on the team next year either. Brooks is having a hell of a season. He's probably going to be gone as well. I don't think Rasul Douglas is going to be here. I don't think Jack Jones is going to be here. I think the Dolphins are going to go even younger. They're gonna like ride on Dante Treader. They're gonna Marshall Jr. Maybe even finally get Ethan Bonner more work in the defense. Gator Kohu might still be on the roster next year. I don't know if he will though, because of his injury for one, and two, he's a little bit better than the corners we have on the team. So they might try to get rid of him as well. This team is gonna be broken down. It's gonna be broken down in my opinion this offseason. Is my opinion worth anything? Probably not. But I think it's going to be a team that's going to be completely broken down by the new GM, completely broken down by the new offense, the new coaching staff. And I think it's going to be a start from scratch as much as they can with the massive amount of dead cap that's going to be on that team. It's going to be miserable for at least the next 2 years, I think. It's going to be miserable. 100%, I think. I do not think they're going to be able to turn around as quickly as the Broncos, but I think they should try to look at what the Broncos did and try to build from there. But where do you go? Like, what coaching staff, like, what kind of coach do you want? What kind of GM are you going to get? How much money are you going to be able to save by jettisoning everyone? I don't know. I can't, it's not for me to be able to say or me to understand, but I think that's what's going to happen. If they do what I think is going to happen, yeah, I think it's going to be a worse year. I think it might be a 3-win year. I don't think they're definitely going to be eliminated from the playoffs. One of the first teams eliminated from the playoffs. If they do what I think they should do, which again is tear the entire roster down, start with a new coaching staff, start with a new GM, maybe start Quinn Ewers all season, and have absolutely no cap space for like the next 2 years. I think that would be a good thing to do. But it's going to suck for the next 2 years, at least. At least suck for another year. Let's go with that. At least for the next year, it's going to suck. Because you never know, they might be able to do a quick turnaround, kind of like the Broncos, and come back in 2027 and be a good team. But again, I don't know. I'm just a talking idiot on YouTube giving my opinion. Does anybody agree or anybody like disagree with that take? I think it's a solid take. Right now, I think it's a pretty solid take. I don't think this team is going to be the same team as this year. I think it's going to be completely different. Maybe somehow Anthony Weaver is the next head coach for the Dolphins. Insane. Well, actually, you know what? Throw this out there. Right now, Brian Flores comes back. Boom, head coach Brian Flores. Fucking Flores comes back. Gee, do you know the optics? Tua's gone and Flores comes back. That would be insane, dude. That would be insane. Brian Flores comes back, Tua's gone, and he's just a happy man in Miami. That's gonna be like the fucking out of left field. That out of left field take. They get rid of everybody. Brian Flores comes in. Second year of Brian Flores again as Dolphins head coach. Super Bowl win. Boom. That is out of left field bullshit call. Not gonna happen, but holy shit. Would that be insane? Not gonna happen, but would be insane. Anybody have an opinion before I end this shit and like skip the next game and like come back for the Patriots game, doing the bet I failed in the week 2? Because like I said, I lost the bet week 2, and I think so I have to come back and stream the Dolphins Patriots game with a Patriots fan. I got to do some things for that. So if you hate that kind of stuff, it's gonna happen. It's not happening, buddy. Owner doesn't like him. Dang it. Left field shot. Brian Flores coming back. That would be fucking hilarious. It would be hilarious, though. I think that would be hilarious. It would be hilarious. Because, like, I do know that there's going to be a new coach search. I'm very certain that McDaniel's not coming back next season. I like McDaniel as a person, but after a game like this, I don't think he's coming back, especially with the play calling and the way it was done, and the mess up on evaluating Ewers and the young guys on the offense and defense, and not playing some of the young guys on offense and defense here and there. Just saying. I'm just saying. I think it's gonna be a different. I think it's gonna be a completely different team next year. A bad team, but a different team. Promising young team. Yeah, I think McDaniel's gone. Weaver might get looked at as. I think it's gonna be Weaver's gonna get looked at as head coach. They're probably gonna try to punt on or like try to kick the barrel at Belichick because everyone's gonna try to kick the ball on Belichick, which I don't think you should bring back Belichick. They're gonna probably try to kick the ball on fucking what's his face again. Not Gruden, but the the brother of the Chargers head coach again, or was that him? I forgot. I forgot. But they're gonna try to go there. Weaver might they might try to talk to Weaver about the head coach position probably because Weaver looks like he might be on the track. I know several teams last year wanted Weaver as a head coach, but he did not go. He's gonna be looked at as head coach. Maybe look at Darren Rizzi. I really miss Rizzi, and I liked Rizzi. He's a constant professional, and everywhere he goes, his special teams unit is one of the best in the NFL. Rizzi also has now experience with the the head coaching position as being trained under head coaches right now. Rizzi would be an interesting pickup, I think, or look at. Who else would be a good look at for head coach potential? I know this is a really bad stream to fucking ask that on, but I think that's what we need to start talking about and discussing is what the Dolphins should do coaching wise. I don't know anything about the GM search, so I'm not going to even mention the GM search. But coaching wise, I think it's going to be an interesting offseason for checking coaches, unless the Dolphins actually do keep McDaniel, which then it's going to be weird. But I think they're going to probably look in-house at Weaver. They're probably going to look at, instead of an offensive coordinator, they're going to look at defensive coordinators this offseason instead to go differently because that's generally how teams have been going. They're going back and forth between offensive and defensive coordinators. I think they're going to look defensively, and I think Dark Horse might be, like I said, I think Dark Horse would be really, really fucking wild, which is just him coming back now. I don't know. Well, with that, I'm going to go. Like I said, I'm not going to be streaming the next Dolphins game. I'm going to be back for the Patriots game. Because I had a bet. I have to come back for that bet. So I'm going to be doing that. If anything, next stream will be tomorrow night. Probably play some Genshin Impact. And we'll be hopefully back. John Harbaugh, that's the one I was talking about. That's the brother I was talking about. There you go. Thank you, George. Thank you. They're probably going to try to kick on him again from the college ranks because Stephen Ross loves John. He loves John Harbaugh. He is the one. He's the one that they might try to kick tires on again. Because haven't they been trying to go after him since 2016? For 10 years, they've been trying to get John Harbaugh. I would not doubt that they will try again to go after John Harbaugh. Okay. But Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, actually, no, I have to fucking update that. Christmas time, Christmas week schedule. Monday night stream, Wednesday night probably will not be a stream. There will be a stream probably Christmas Day, and there'll be possibly multiple streams on Friday after Christmas. Because depending on how work shit goes, so expect a really weird schedule this week as well. Like I said, I will see y'all hopefully some point. If you like, leave a like or dislike, leave a dislike. Want to see more, subscribe, all that nonsense and suck of the Dolphins. I'm gonna go. I gotta piss really bad. Pee real bad again. And I'm going to take the rest of the night to just, cry myself to sleep with how bad the Dolphins are. All right, goodbye, everybody. Have a good night.